Welcome to 7-Sided Die's Carpathian Adventure. Travel back 700 years to the early 1300s. Castles like this dot the countryside. The Hungarian Empire, or Carpathian Empire, is at its zenith. The nascent Ottomans are on the rise, but neither Holy nor Roman nor an empire, Holy Roman Empire, battles within. England and France fight one another. As the Templars recede into history, the Teutons are on the rise. Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. This was a great hall. There would have been a roaring fire. It would have been adorned with Gothic windows. This might be where our adventuring party might gather. Let's meet them.
From the kingdom of Aragon, I am Simon Val. I ventured forth with few possessions and little coin, save an ancient tomb I searched to decipher. But I've struggled to find clues, and at times, food. While freezing in the Alps, fate crossed my path with a shining knight and the champions of the sun. Having aided me in a desperate time, they have earned my service and my friendship. Now, using my wizardry, I fight by their side.
I am Balder, a Norseman, a soldier, and an eldritch knight. I left my home to leave politics behind, only to be dogged by it across Europe. I first met the Champions of the Sun outside a small town in Hungary. Together, we battled Ottoman raiders and vampires. The Champions gave me purpose again, and where it takes me, I know not, but I know I want to be a part of it.
I am Mikolash, a monk from Romania, and sometimes too curious for my own good. My scars tell only part of the tale. Having witnessed cannibalism in my village, as a child I fled, never to return. On my own, I stole from others to survive. A monk caught me and offered me a better way, but I abused their kindness. Now I walk alongside the champions of the sun. Will they be my own undoing? Or have I finally found the path I was meant for?
I am Borinth, the cave bear. I come from a tribe of barbarians that once lived in the mountains of the Badenweiler. While on my sacred spirit quest, my tribe and family were attacked with none left alive. I now seek the power to avenge my people. With my rage, I grow stronger. And with the champions of the sun, I seek a path to restore and preserve my people's culture and rid this world of any evil that stands in my way.
I am Matthias, of the House of Bathory, Knight Baron of Carpathia. With my traveling companion, Ambria, I was dragged into a whirlwind path by a rogue monk. But those I have met since then have earned my respect, and, more importantly, my trust.
Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. Welcome, I'm Tom. Thank you for joining us. We're a group of gamers who get together in real life to play Dungeons and Dragons. Some of us are military, others are in construction, still others retail managers, a few are in IT, we're parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it nonetheless. There were quite a few thank yous in our open, except one. We'd like to thank you, our Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter followers, as well as our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for joining us. If you have not already, please follow on Twitch. Please like on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, please subscribe on YouTube.
At last check, we are up to 368 subscribers on YouTube. And I always fail to mention it. We have 425 followers on Facebook. Thank you, all of you. If
All right.
during the stream you follow on Twitch, or if you subscribe on YouTube, your username will pop up on the screen. During the stream, some of us are watching it. I have it up here on my phone right now. Some of us are watching Twitch, so please feel free to comment or ask questions while live. If I catch it, and if the opportunity presents itself, we'll make mention of it. To all of our subscribers, thank you. What is going on in the campaign? The party is building strength and gathering allies to defeat a powerful vampire named Bayuk Osman Ghazi. In their effort to do so, they are collecting parts to create a powerful magical weapon. Their quest led them to Schloss Kaiberg. A series of battles and a siege later, they acquired the Heilige Lanza, or the lance head, from the Spear of Destiny, no less. They are now in search of at least 2 other parts, perhaps a staff and a power source, and maybe something that binds them together. The party started the last session on the stout wooden palisade walls of a large village called Badenweiler in the Badenweiler. In front of the village was an unusual wooden tower that they previously learned was for human sacrifices to placate the wind. Not wanting these sacrifices to continue, they decided to no longer placate the wind. A snowstorm arrived, enveloped the village and the surrounding area. Not far from the walls, the party spotted the telltale signs of creatures approaching. Borinth prayed to his god Woden and called the invisible warriors to stop. He then parleyed with one who said he was a Roman centurion. The centurion said, "The master is Drusus." With Borinth's translation and Mattias and Zymon's knowledge of history, they deciphered that these were Roman warriors and that Drusus is, or was, a Roman general. The parley went back and forth for a while. Mattias prayed to his god, Tengri, and Zymon cast fly on Sigismund, the legless former Templar knight. The parley was broken when Mikolas darted forward and attacked one of the invisible, to him anyway, centurions. Sigismund attacked the wall of invisible legionnaires and took a beating himself. Borinth frightened the centurion, raged, baned multiple opponents, and bashed away at numerous others. The enemy encased Mikolas, Borinth, and Mattias inside a frozen wall and dropped an ice storm on the party. Someone cast a monologue on Mattias. He shattered the ice wall surrounding him, attacked numerous opponents, doing lots of damage. Zymon then fireballed multiple enemies, dropped the fly on Sigismund, created a wall of fire around other opponents, and scanned the horizon with his spyglass, spotting additional invisible enemy troops approaching from the north. Mikolas climbed out of the ice wall that was surrounding them and readied a huge barrel of oil, and later heard the enemy approaching from the south. As Zymon's wall of fire destroyed the ones surrounded as they tried to flee, the battle ended, but the snow did not disappear. There was a lull in combat, and the party knew another wave of opponents was coming. Soon Borinth saw more legionnaires coming from the south, and he enticed Mikolas to grab his thong. That's his neck thong, by the way. In doing so, Mikolas surprisingly saw the enemy approaching, although it would have been really funny if he had meant the other thong. Right? That's a whole another story. They were not invisible to Mikolas. They were Roman warriors. Another battle started with an ice storm on the southern flank, and soon another ice storm descended on the northern flank. Multiple townsmen unfortunately went down in one of them. Borinth again parleyed with the enemy and darted to join Zymon. Mikolas coordinated the rolling of the large barrel of oil the party prepared. Zymon fireballed more enemies and then created another wall of fire, taking out even more. He was encased in a globe of ice, but blasted his way out and then firebolted and crushed another opponent with a giant magical hand. In Latin, Mattius told the legionnaires to halt and then parleyed with them for several rounds, stalling them for quite a while and buying the party time. I don't know if that's what he meant to do or not. When the enemy continued forward, Mattius said, once more into the breach, and pushed one off the wall and slashed away at an invisible centurion. Sigismund, the legless former Templar knight, no longer flying, now crawled towards Zymon's northern flank and slashed away at the enemy, injuring some. When the enemy attack on the northern flank collapsed, Borinth picked up Sigismund and the two started running to the southern flank. I think they're still running. The battle is not over. It continued to rage on there, and while teetering, Mattius is barely holding out. With that, it is snowing. With starlight reflecting in and off the snow, it is dim light. Visibility is 60 feet. On the Badenweiler's palisade walls, we rejoin the party in the midst of a battle. Guys, welcome back.
Huzzah!
Welcome, Ryan. Ryan. Yes, awesome. Good to see you. And we're in the midst of a battle. Borinth continues to move across. He's got the warrior. He can move at 40, and then I think he can dash. So he's going to go 10, 20.
Oh, it's still 40
30.
carrying somebody.
Okay, 40. So he goes 40 feet to there with the heavily armored warrior, albeit a legless warrior. So maybe he's a couple pounds lighter. So Borinth, you're not here, so that's what I did for your character. Anyway, Mikolash, you are up.
So I think. Well, you tell me.
Okay.
I want to both kick the barrel of oil over, and I also want to strike a match. Do I think I'm able to do that in a round, or should I not?
Sure, I'm gonna say, yeah. Where are you trying to kick it to?
I'd like to kick it over so it spills out directly forward.
Okay, so it's gonna splash onto him, and it's probably some of it's gonna roll off the edge, and you might even get that guy in there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
No,
fine.
Sure,
all
absolutely.
My fire was out here.
Okay.
So then I will.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take half your movement to do, just to kind of, and then striking a match is an object interaction, so that's free. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So then I'll use my movement for the kick. I'll knock the barrel over.
It's crazy.
The oil gushes forward onto the wooden platform. You can see it instantly go swirling around this individual. It spills off and goes swirling around him. This guy, he can't really back up. This guy kind of backs up a little bit. You see it coming toward your feet as well. What are you doing?
Do I have time to react to step away?
Yeah, sure. You can step back slightly. You're not engaged at all.
Yep. I will do that. Yeah. Right. There goes my bones at. I will back up to avoid the oil as far as I can. And pull out my tinderbox, strike a match.
Okay.
Moments of merriment flying through my head as I think about all those times I threw it, and I was like, not this time. And I just throw the match.
The thing erupts in this massive ball of flame that just encompasses this guy. Jumps quickly out of the tower. He might take a couple points, but he just dives to get out of the way. Some of it is probably seeping through the outside as well. What's wrong? Everything cool?
Yep, just pointing out Balder, sorry.
Yeah. So I'll give you one extra movement in there too, as well, Balder. Okay. So the flames are pouring out. Roll a D12, please.
Okay.
I think Brian is the only one who has a D12.
A D12.
I don't even think I have one in this entire row.
3. Roll again.
I bring
12.
12. That's pretty wicked. Roll 12d6. The flames.
My goodness.
3 was boring.
I'm happy you let me roll.
Okay, this massive ball of flames suddenly erupts right there.
What do you need? 12?
Yeah.
There's 3 more.
You got 3?
9,
Wonderful.
10, 11, 12.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry.
3 with 2 balloons.
That's a lot of ones.
Oh boy.
It's a lot of 6s, too.
They combat the ones.
24,
Yeah.
6, 29, 32, 37, 40, 44 damage.
44 flame damage. You see this guy just stand there. He goes stiff for a moment, and the just flames shoot up around his ice construct undead body, and just flame up above him, and he just kind of melts. His expression goes kind of blank for a moment before his face disappears and he evaporates.
Okay.
This guy, the flames
guess I'm
are
like
leaping
that.
at his back, and he takes some of the damage. He takes a significant amount. You see his backside is literally like melting away, as if he doesn't even know it, and he's continuing to stride forth. Anything else? Not that that's not wickedly good. There's some flames and oil shooting out the side, too.
I'll say, you should have listened. And that's my turn.
That's Mikolash. Boulder, you are up. You've got movement if you want to use it, and then you can take your turn. I assume you're going to dash. Which way are you going?
It's just all pretty much over there, right?
Yeah.
Right now, there looks like there's 3, but you don't see them. They're just swirls right now. To
Okay,
you.
I'll head to where Matthias is at. Why not?
Okay, so you can kind of cut through here, or you can cut. It's really 6 of one, half dozen the other.
Yeah,
So
I'll cut
30,
through
I'll
the
call
middle.
it 65, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And now you've got your movement. There's one over here. You could probably close with it, or you could do something else.
Oh yeah, I'll close in on that one. I
Okay.
didn't know there was a little one there.
You got to step over there's a body in there. You kind of got to step over it. Who one of the townsmen is fighting at the moment. You can, as you move up to this, all you see is this swirl. Actually, you never saw the melting backside board, but you can imagine.
I smelled it.
You smelled it, but you remember seeing them. You briefly saw them, so you had this that imaginary look in your face. There's this swirling snow in front of you, just this undefined, invisible object that you can tell where it is by sight, by marks
Yeah.
in the snow, and by sound.
It's
but
just
you
the
don't
one,
actually
right?
physically see it.
I just see one swirl.
Yeah, it looks more like something like that to you, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little puddly.
So I will attack. Ooh, 19. No, 20.
A 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You swing away, and that's with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
You hit. You feel your. It almost feels like you're connecting into banded armor, if you will.
All right. So that is one. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. And we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 fire damage. And 9, 16 regular bludgeoning damage.
Okay, still up, and you're there engaged with it. Anything else?
Attack again.
Awesome.
Ooh, 19.
19. You feel like your hammer connected in between. You feel several bands kind of expand apart as it strikes home with something.
And 27.
27 points of damage? Or
Oh, it did connect or it didn't?
It
The
did.
19.
It did.
Oh, okay. Well, the next one's 27.
27 both hit.
I thought you were meant that I didn't actually
I
do
was wondering,
damage.
did you do 27 points of damage? I was like, wow, how? What?
I did 15 damage
15. Okay.
and 14.
And 14. Give me this. My math is not that bad.
29.
What's that? Whatever this swirl is, just barely swirling, if you will. You know,
It's slowed down.
Yeah.
barely. Swirl.
I have conquered the tornadoes.
Okay, that's Boulder. Simon, you are up, sir. What are you doing?
I'm dashing. That's my 60 to there. My hand moves 60.
I don't think. Do you want me to go let Brian?
Just guess it. Yeah, I trust you.
You know, I'm gonna go let
Yeah.
Brian in. I don't think he saw the note that said D&D Enter.
Okay, you dashed and your hand dashed. I assume that's it, right? Is that?
Yeah, that's the most I can do.
Matthias. You're with us, right? Matthias, you are up. You are facing this giant swirl right in front of you. You have some potions, and you have, I think, 1 hit point left. What are you doing, boss?
As I recall, yes, I do literally have 1 hit point.
I don't think any of the potions will help. We won't get enough back.
Okay.
To take this hit.
So I will. Yeah, I have 1 hit point. Okay, so. Well, might as well take another swing at him.
Okay, understood. You swing away.
I'm against everyone else at stake here too. I've got to do as much as I can to make this easier for everyone.
Understood. Swing away.
Okay, is that with disadvantage?
Yes, it is. You're attacking an invisible. This form is just kind of swirling away in front of you, like most invisible things.
Okay.
You still can hear the footsteps and see some telltale indications of footprints and what have you.
Okay, first attack 22 to hit.
A 22, you swing and you feel like you connect with banded armor. You do hit.
Woo. Okay, second attack. That is a 13. That does not hit. Third attack, 23.
A 23 with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Bam! You swing you swing Belful through, and then you come back and chop, but then double back and chop again, and you do connect.
Okay, and then it's +3 +5 times 3, so that's 24 plus damage. So that is no wait, I do that's so the second one. Just count the second one. So that's -8 and minus 5. So it's just 16 plus 7, 8. So it's 31 damage.
31 points of damage.
Not craftsmanship.
As you slice into it, you feel bands coming apart as your sword cuts into it. Anything else, sir?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, that's Mattias. The opponents are up. Ooh.
He
one melted away.
Taking his free action to pray. Would help.
The one melted away. These two are gonna. They see the flames seeping through. They're gonna. Let me see. Which way are they gonna go? One is gonna go this. Actually, they work together. So they're gonna come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're gonna come toward
friends.
Mattias. They'll come over this way, and they're only getting. And the one is gonna get about halfway up, and that's all he's gonna do. Is he's not gonna get any attacks. He's gonna spend his whole action trying to get up there. You sense something behind you, Mattias. You sense.
Oh, great.
And the other one is trying to pull himself up at this point. The one in front of Borinth, one is attacking you. And he swings away.
Where am I?
Balder.
Or Balder, rather. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I don't know. That's
You're right
a
behind
mess.
Front
That's
tower,
boy
right
lousy.
there.
You feel this woof of wind just swing past you.
It's
a 3, a 2, a 5,
it's the new
a
armor.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, that was pretty useless. That guy's climbing up.
When, you know what it
The
was?
one
Is
on Mattias.
flaming oil's kind of falling on him, and he's a little distracted.
Oh, joy.
Dripping from the top.
The one on Mattias at this point, he feels like he's got, I don't really see a choice here. He's got to try and take you down. He's going to swing away. A 25, I'm sure, hits. 19 misses. A 24, he hits you twice. You go down unconscious. He's not going to double he's not going to hit your maximum hit points no matter what he does. You feel this ice cold sword cut into you and you just collapse at that point. And the party allies, Sigismund is on your back, Borinth, and he says, let's go, let's go. This guy jabs down at him. He swings away at his axe at him.
As Mattias collapses, he says, Morituri.
Disadvantage. Yeah, 20 to 11. He misses. That guy jabs down. 6 and a 7. That's not gonna hit. That guy kind of jabs up at him, and this guy's gonna kind of jab over at him. No, and oh, look at what's the likelihood of that?
Wow.
Critical card. So right below you, Matty. So there, as you fall unconscious, you see one of the villagers with an axe.
2 crits or just? Or you? Oh, he rolled a disadvantage.
Double damage. He swings away and he chops into the whatchamacallit, and
4 damage.
No. Yeah, he did 18 points of damage to him. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's got to make a DC 15 con.
We're losing
Or
our
take more damage.
Those
Nah,
stunning
he's
strikes
fine.
too.
Okay. So you see this villager. He just slams, and he just seems like shards of ice go flying up before you fall unconscious.
It's harder than I do.
That is the party allies.
As much as falls. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
As much as falls, he just says, Morituri te salutant. and then falls over.
I never know what he's saying. What is he saying?
I was
In
too
other
far away
words,
to hear him.
Did he say mommy?
To die, see
Mommy.
you.
Mommy.
Those
Is that what he
who are
said?
about to die. Say it with more drama. Okay. Okay, Maddie, that's Matt. That's the party allies. We're at the top of the next round. Borinth, you've got Sigismund on your back. We did move you forward at your fastest pace. With a weight on your back, you're moving at 40, so you can move another 40.
Yeah,
or
we'll do
you
the
can,
same thing. Keep moving
okay.
forward.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wag it here
Who's
and
on
say
your
you're
back?
about over here. Sound good?
Okay. Well. Okay. So
Who
do I see right now?
You see in front of you Balder, who seemed to come
cast
out
fly on
of the as you were running
This
down
guy's
this.
awesome. We gotta keep him in the battle. Sorry.
That's awesome.
As you guys were running down this, you're running down this way out of your corner of your eye. You see Balder go dashing in front of you. You got Sigismund, this no-legged man on your back, hanging on. So you're huffing and puffing. Balder goes running by and he's swinging away at wind over there. Where
Well, I
you
would see
see a
him.
Roman. You see a Roman.
I only see the one guy. I don't see the other 2 that are on the wall.
Not from there. No.
Okay.
You see the one guy, and like half of his back is melted away. This whole wall is on fire over here, and it like erupted in flames, and it just spilled down into the alleyway with 55 gallons of oil that just illuminated all of a sudden.
So for me to move that 40 feet, that would be dashing because I'm carrying.
Correct.
Okay. So that's my turn.
Okay, understood. That's Borinth. Mikolash, you are up.
I'm going to. There's an enemy engaged here. There's an enemy across here. Do I feel like I could move from here to this point?
Well, there's a guide there. I mean, you
Yeah.
see a swirl there. You could.
Would I? I'm trying to.
Would you know it?
You know?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
And it's not going to count as your action.
How's a 5 sound?
Nah, you have no clue. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
You're going to try and not misty step, like shadow step over there. Or?
I was thinking about it. It was either that or I
you
could
could,
dash.
but you. Huh? I'm sorry.
It was either that I could like run over. I'm just trying to think if I could.
I mean,
head
you could
over with my movement.
You could
or...
like run. I mean, you've got boatloads of movement. You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
run up to here, and then all of a sudden you see like a swirl right below you.
I mean, isn't
If you
that
wanna
kind of
do
through the
that.
fire?
Oh, that's true. That is
yeah,
the fire. Thank
that's
you.
the problem. That's the problem.
Thank
Do you want some of these?
Just one. One more. Should have put that there.
3 more rounds and the town burns down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least the wall has a gaping hole in it now.
Yeah.
Give me a second there. This poor innocent soul was going to make a death save, but no more.
He's consumed by the flames.
Maybe could I try to run? Could I try to like take a jump?
Go here, go rooftop to rooftop.
Yeah, exactly. Like jump rooftop, then
Sure,
cross
go
that.
for it. Go for it. You've got like roll. Give me an acrobat. Where are you trying? What's your end state? Tell me that.
Well, if I can't, with the lack of investigation, if I can't see the smaller wind, I'd look for the larger one. Then I'd be more in my line of
Okay.
sight.
Well, I mean, we'll come back to that. So roll me an acrobatics check.
All right. Oh God, why is this happening?
Who's that?
5 plus 7, 12.
Ooh!
That was just a
Give
demonstration.
me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Preferably 4, 5, 6, but
No,
you
it's a
roll
2.
down. You roll down into the flames.
No better. I think I would know better.
Give me. Okay. You take.
Please don't let me roll
The
damage.
wheel stains too, you know.
Who thatched this roof?
Quick! Who kicked this oil?
Cover
Oh, wait.
yourself in oil. This thatching is totally.
You take. All of a sudden you're like fall into this oil and there's oil and you're flaming.
It burns.
You take
Why
you take
am I doing
16
this?
points of burning damage as your skin starts to scald. Okay, I'm
Best
gonna say
idea
that
ever.
ends your turn at that point.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
Nikolaj.
yeah.
Baldur, you are up.
I will attack again.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm assuming I didn't even look up. I didn't even see him jump over me and fall into the fire.
I'm
You're
happy you did it
probably.
then.
I mean, give me a perception check.
Villagers are
won't count
questioning me
against you.
now, looking at me like I'm supposed to be the hero no longer.
14.
14. Nah, you're clueless.
I'm just
You're
focused on the
engaged in,
swirl.
What the heck is this thing going in front of me?
We got an 11. I mean, 21. Sorry.
A
Not an
21, you bash into it and you feel your hammer connect with whatever it is in this invisible form is.
So we got 9 fire and 10 regular.
And whatever it was, it just sort of collapses there in
Okay.
front of you and disappears at that moment. Whatever was there.
So anything? There's nothing
Oh, wait
else.
a minute, stupid Tom. As it does, it explodes in shards.
That happened. You got this part
Yeah.
Give me a dex save, sir.
Oh, I'm really good.
I always forget to do this.
2.
2. That's awesome. No, it's not.
The opposite of awesome.
Take 11 points of slashing damage as these shards come cutting into you, and 11 points of cold damage, if it matters the difference. And I'm sorry, what else?
It all
you
hurts
had your
just the
movement
same.
still. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll see, obviously, the path is blocked off with the oil. I'm going to have to go around the building here.
Okay, so you turn and you go 30
Yeah, I'll go
feet this
full,
way.
yeah.
Okay, it looks like about there. And you just, I mean, you don't see any easy way to get through short of, I mean, you
Oh,
might
there isn't
be,
a way through the
you
building?
might be a little, there might be a little crack there.
Like a
You're gonna
little
have
alleyway?
to, you're gonna have to go like half movement, kind of like this in between. Does that make sense?
Yeah, whatever it takes to get to Matthias.
If you were a skinny little girl or something like that, you'd be a city
wizard
urchin.
not wearing
or a
any-
wizard, there
not
you go.
wearing
Then
anything.
You might not.
You
you
can
might-
shimmy between.
Okay, that's probably it for Baldur.
But these
correct?
houses so close together.
this way. So they burn
No
easier.
way through.
Through the fire and the flames.
That is it for me.
That is it, Simon. You are up.
I was kind of heading that direction, so I'm probably gonna make the turn and see it's blocked, and then head back that way.
Okay, you see Baldur in front of you all of a
I
sudden.
guess I might as well take my
Okay.
full dash up to the back of him.
You're up behind him there,
and
you're
I'll move that
probably
60,
right with you.
probably about
Okay,
somewhere about
right.
there.
Understood. Right, put it right there. Is
I
that
might
good?
have,
Yeah,
I might have
perfect.
to let,
Okay,
I might have to
perfect.
make way and let you go first. in case
That's
I get
Simon.
stuck.
Mattias, you are up again. You are actually. Give me a death save. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna try to jump
Yeah,
over you.
I figured I would have to.
Okay.
And then that's plus my con, correct?
Yes, it is, sir.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't.
I think it is.
Death save is a straight roll, right?
I thought
Or
it
is
was
it
a
plus
straight
con?
roll.
That's a straight roll. I'm sorry. 10 or better. Straight
or
roll.
better.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Fair enough.
Don't forget stuff.
There's many
That
rules.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of death saves that could have happened.
12.
A 12, one save. Okay. One save, no fails yet. The opponents are up. This guy, well, he's got some folks right in front of him. He's gonna turn to this one, and he's gonna. He just reaches
big
out his
guys.
hand, and he kind of like sucks him toward him, and he has to make a save, and he fails
can't
miserably.
see- we can't
And
see
he
the
just
other
seems
ones
to
either,
go limp
No, we can't
there,
see it.
and he
It's
starts climbing the wall as if he's Mattias is down right here, as if he's joining this one. this one right here will bash away at the one below him, and he, believe it or not, misses badly, and then he hits, and this guy goes down.
Lift up the camera a little bit.
Okay, and this guy will climb up onto the wall at this point. He's and then he'll jump down, and then this guy will climb up onto the wall at this point. That's as far as he can get. This guy will go over and like, he's not going to go toward the flames. Not stupid. This guy will start to climb over the wall. He's not that far over yet, but okay. And he seems like he's wandering off. That is the opponents. The party allies are up. What's his name is on your back. These guys turn and they look. Where'd that guy go who was just here? And they're like, I don't know, but I'm not gonna get burned. And they look behind. They see Borinth, and they say, Where are they all? Are they all gone? They see,
the town is saved!
The town is saved! Yay, rah!
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
One of your guys burned up in the fire, and the other one fell unconscious, but we're alive! Yeah! And that's what they do. That's the party allies. Borinth, you're up. What are you doing?
I don't like these guys anymore.
Continue running. I guess I'll run straight and make a whole
town.
A right down that
Okay,
alley.
you go straight. You're going down this way. You can get all the way over. You see Borinth right in front of you.
I go, hey.
And this guy's, I'm just saying he's with
Can we
you.
make the first two houses transparent?
Okay, and that's probably all as far as you got.
Out of it.
Okay, that is
I don't
Borinth.
see around that. I can't see. I don't
1,000
see.
pounds.
Is there an alleyway through?
There's a very, very
Over
narrow
there.
space
I'm not
that's
there
going to be
yet.
half movement, and you could, you're going to have to like squeeze your way.
But I
in
can't see
between.
down that alley.
Just
I don't
kick-
see anything down that alley yet.
No,
Okay.
not
Just
yet.
kick right in a door and go out the back door. Right through the guy's house.
There you go. You could probably. Is there?
I don't know. I can't see it. I don't
Yeah, there's no door on it, but there's a wall that I don't know how thick it is.
It's only one way to find
Be
out.
pretty dramatic.
Either way, it'll be half movement.
Can't be that. Can't be that.
Here I am.
Yeah, shatter on the
I'm
house.
Borinth. Where am I? I'm totally confused. Mikolash, you are up. You're sitting away in the flames, burning away. Give me a dex save here at the top of your round. Ah!
Oh, you're down?
No, he's on fire.
Oh, I thought you just had a death save.
Down is kind of like a
Dex.
way to
dex save.
describe it.
Whoa, wait.
Dex save. Pat himself out.
He might be down soon.
You said dexterity save?
Yes, I did, sir.
16 plus 7.
Okay, so with evasion, you scrape off the rest. Where are you going to get out of the flames?
I want to end up where that large centurion is.
Okay.
If possible.
I'm going to say, sure, you could get up there.
Runs right up
Mattias,
to him
I'm
on
just going to
fire.
move your
Pops
figure
him
out
in
of the
the
way.
head.
You're not down here on the ground. But
You might be soon.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say,
Or
yeah,
underneath it.
you could get up there.
We
Okay?
might have to cover you up while we're done, though.
You were right next to him. I assume, if that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Punch him and run away.
I will give him.
An inspiration? What?
You're going to give him a healing potion?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't
You're
know
going to give the enemy warrior a healing potion?
I think he means Mattias.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, it's 50-50 because I like them both, I think. But I'm just trying to hedge, my bets on who I think will help me more in this battle.
Than he yet.
Yeah. That's
Wind
my
says
thinking.
to join our side.
You know,
I
Okay,
might
sounds good
go
to me.
for.
favoritism.
If the wind says so.
I'm gonna look at Mattias. I'm gonna look up at this large swirling spirit. I'm gonna be like, I'm going to take my shot, and I'm gonna wind up for a 1-2 with a stunning strike at the end.
What have
We'll
you done to
feint
my
at the end,
friend?
and then I kind of uppercut for the second. So first hit, 13 plus 7, 20.
A 20.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, this is disadvantage, so 17.
Whoa. Oh, that's just. That's
I guess it didn't work.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that was rude.
Well, that was.
That's great.
Let me get maybe my second strike and hit for my stunning strike.
Okay.
No. I missed completely.
You bash away at him, and you feel what feels like banded armor. You're connecting, but it's just not going through the armor at the moment.
If I have any movement left, I'd like to try to hop over the wall.
I'm gonna say sure. You do have movement. It's gonna strike at you though.
With my.
Yeah, this guy will. Yes.
Oh.
They don't.
Oh, they have the thing that stops me even with my evasion thing.
Well, I'm not sure you would know that, but
well, I mean, I already said I did it, so I'll take the hit. You know, that was my intention. So I'll take the
understood.
Hit.
I've done it to you before.
Yeah. So he swings away at you. You feel this large wind cutting through the air.
Where are you going? You
I want to stop the villager.
Yeah. 23?
I think we stopped the villager.
Just barely hits me.
Okay, understood. And
if it's like a command spell,
good for me, bad for you.
Something
I don't know. I'm gonna do this, but it's not gonna work out so
charge spell, right?
I don't know if I'm gonna be there.
Wrong die. My bad. Wrong
If this
die.
guy hits me.
What are you
Because
at?
I'm like
16
through the house, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. The fire didn't
Yeah,
help.
it's like 3 turns away. Because I got him on my back, so I can only technically move 10 feet.
But whatever.
Dash.
14 points of slashing, 14 points of cold.
I used all
Mikolash, as he scales the wall,
so I have
collapses.
left.
Or
Collapses?
even if I make it over the wall, I don't even know.
You
I
make
go
it over
down.
the wall.
Yeah.
You're
My last words is I try to, Luis, no, don't. And I'm done.
okay, you're collapsed over the other side of the wall. Well, your choice. You're this side or the other side.
Other side.
Okay, understood. You're on the other side. Mattias is on the platform on this side. That is Mikolash. Boulder, you are up.
All right. I am between those two houses next to the. I can
Yes,
see
you
the-
are. You can squeeze and move through.
Yeah.
You'll get on this side, and there's one small swirl right in front of you and one big one up on the platform.
Oh, I can make it all the way through?
Yeah, I mean, moving 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you can get 15 feet. You'll be right there next to this guy. You won't be able to get up to this guy, though.
Yeah. All right, so then I'll attack the guy on the
Okay, there's this swirl in front of you. Immediately, you come out from the alleyway and you look to your left, and there's this like footprints in the snow and swirl right there.
And can I see him and Matthias?
You see Mattias laying on the platform. Since this is all kind of simultaneous, you see Mikolash go over, and as he starts to fall over the edge, you see him like go unconscious, and then he just flops over onto the other side of the wall.
Such a pathetic tutor.
Well, I will note that for next time because I can't like get to them.
Yeah,
So
but you
we
did.
got-
I mean, combat. It's interesting because I've got actually a diatribe at the end of one of the regarding this whole. All of this is. It's simultaneous, but it's not simultaneous.
Yeah.
It's turns, but
Yeah.
the reality, it's all kind of a swirling
So we
meter.
have, with disadvantage, we have 25 for the first attack, 26 for the second.
Wow.
Hammer cuts in.
And no, 4.
Ooh,
15 for the third.
2. Both of them make it and strike home.
And there's no one else near him within 5 feet?
No.
Okay, so we've got 16 regular damage and what is that? 13 fire.
13 fire. It seems to do a little bit more fire damage than.
And then we got 13 regular for the second hit.
It is still going.
And that
That
is it.
That is it for Baldur. Zyman, you are up.
I will move into the alleyway. I guess I will move. I will take the dash action so I get totally through.
Well, you get to here and you see Baldur is
kind of
blocking your way.
Okay. Can I
got a
see
problem.
the guy up on the wall from where I'm at?
Can't get to anything.
Do I have line of sight of?
Sure, actually you have line of sight, but it's like a swirling alley in front of you.
you're
So,
in the
but
alley.
yes.
So I'll
Can't
move
get through you.
for my
He's
bonus
in the
action.
alley.
I'll move the fist over
I can only move 10 feet.
Okay.
next to him, and
Just throw things.
Okay.
Yeah, throw.
I will strike at him.
Understood.
Still can't get through.
That will be a
Hoping I can
disadvantage.
see.
17 to hit.
17. You feel the hand, you can see the hand bash into something and mass comes out, but it doesn't seem to strike home.
And that'll be it for me.
That is it for Zyman. Mattias, make a death saving throw, please.
We'll make it good.
Okay, we'll come back to Mattias. The opponents are up.
I'm I'm sorry, the audio dipped out. What
That's
happened?
that's safe.
Death save, please.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Make it good, please.
Oh yeah.
14.
That's good.
14. Okay, second success. No fails yet. Okay, the bad guys are up at this point. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Well, this guy has no choice. He's gotta bash away at Boulder. He's being attacked at the moment. He's going to swing away. Don't think he has any special thing he can do. So he slashes away miserably. A 25.
I might use shield.
Okay, well, in the meantime, he swings away again, and a 15 doesn't do it.
I'll use shield. Why not?
Whoosh, and it doesn't strike home. This guy, what's he gonna do? He will.
He can attack the hand.
Yeah, he can.
That's one of the options.
He could run away.
But that's not an easy option for him.
He could run away.
Nah, he's going to.
See reason.
You're down in
Yeah,
between there.
I'm in there.
He's going to. What is it? 1, 2, 3. What does he want? He wants bodies. He's going to. He's going to leap up onto this building and then leap over to this building.
My goodness.
And he's going to try it. So he's going to make a few acrobatics checks here if he can. He's got a. Let me see.
A lot of movement.
Yeah.
He's got.
Boom. And he fails, and he's
Nice.
he's kind of stumbles right in this area right there. And that's his movement.
1 foot goes through the roof of the house.
And
now I
I'm
can't
gonna
see
give him
him
a
'cause I'm in the
chance of seeing you on a 1, 2, 3. He sees you, Borinth. Yeah, he sees you. He's gonna just slash down at Borinth and Sigismund. Tom's a little too excited here. Sorry about that, folks. He's gonna slash down at Borinth or Sigismund. 1, 2, 3. Borinth. He's gonna slash down at Sigismund. He slashes down at Sigismund. And critical card, please.
Sigismund.
Hit and miss. And Sigismund, like his legs were not badly damaged enough.
no.
Now his arm, one of his arms gets bashed and mutilated. Let me see.
This guy didn't deserve this.
He drops his weapon.
This is like the perfect
and
example.
That is
he
great.
takes some more damage. You see him on your back, like wincing in pain, and he says to you, "I'm all right, Boris. Don't chastise me any further."
This is as close as we can get to the Black Knight.
You might be a quadriplegic at this point if I can't get to you.
Okay, this guy is gonna jump down in
no.
here, and he'll come over. The only opponent he sees is Balder, rather, and he's gonna slash away at Balder. Natural 20, critical card, please.
rolling in
They
the
do
gutter.
advantage
He's
at
rolling.
29. I don't think that's
Double
gonna
on the
miss.
body.
And a 29. I don't think that's gonna miss. He hits you 3 times. Make a DC 15 con for extra damage. This sword like cuts into your body. You just feel this cold cutting
good there.
across your midsection. I'm sorry?
Made it.
You made it. Awesome. As this cold cuts across your midsection. Okay.
You started with all your hit points.
Yeah. There they go.
36 slashing, 36 cold. Okie doke. And that is the opponents, the party allies. These guys follow Borinth, or Balder, rather, or Borinth. Blah, blah, blah. These guys run around this way trying to find their way in. This guy's trying to decide what to do with the flame. This guy comes down and will follow Borinth. And the monkey is following over here. He's up on the roof.
Hey, Georgie.
Okay, that is the party
you been?
allies. Borinth, you are up, sir.
I
I can't tell what's happening over there right now.
You can't see the guy on the roof.
Borinth is wedged.
I can't hit him though. He's up on the roof.
Borinth is wedged in between. You're wedged in between. On your right hand side is this mud and
reach up there and hit him.
Mud and wood building with a thatch roof. On your right hand side is on your left hand side is a wooden building. Just to the left of that is a stone building. Up ahead you see this. You see the Centurion, this tall, probably 10-foot tall guy on top of this roof, and he just swung down at you and hit Sigismund with a giant axe.
He has longer range than I do, right? So am I
a little bit of reach?
If I move from
I don't
there,
know
is he
about
gonna get
range.
if I move right now, is he gonna get an opportunity attack?
I'm gonna say because he was able to strike at you, yes.
Do I see the guys that Baldur is fighting?
No, there's like an alleyway just ahead of you. Immediately ahead of you, there's another building with mud and daub, and then you see it immediately ahead of you, and then there's a left. If you were to go toward that building and make a left turn, there's like a narrow alleyway, and you saw Baldur and Simon disappear.
If I look down that alleyway, would I see them?
You'd have to go another 5, 7, 8 feet farther toward
if
that
I
building.
do that, would I see the guys that they're fighting though?
Would you? You might see them in the swirling melee, but you would also be exiting his. You'd be risking an opportunity attack, which is fine.
I don't think I have a choice. No matter
Okay,
what.
fine. So you move forward.
Yeah, just so that I can see down the alleyway.
Okay, understood. You move forward. He's going to take 1, 2, 3. You 4, 5, 6. The other guy. He takes the opportunity attack at you. He swings away. A 29. It's a hit. And
well. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
No. Because
No,
I
if
have
there's
to
something
move
I missed,
No, I have
let
to
me
move
know.
first. No, I have to move first. So.
Okay, understood. So he does. He does 16 points of slashing and 16 points of cold damage to you. A total of 32. If it matters,
Okay.
the breakout. And
Yeah,
you
I'm
are
not
there.
reading,
And you can continue down the alley if you want.
Okay,
but
no, I
Simon
wanna-
is right there.
I want to be. I can see those two guys that Baldur's fighting, and I can see the guy on the roof now.
Yeah, so like you
Okay.
could actually cut in like 5, and you're
I'm
actually
gonna-
out of this guy's.
I'm not.
immediate-
No, I don't want to go down. I just want to be
Okay.
able to see them.
Yep, you can see.
And I'm gonna cast Bane on the 3 of them. So the guy on the roof and the 2 down there on the floor. I'm gonna cast Bane. on them.
Okay,
They have to make a
understood.
Charisma
Refresh
saving
my-
throw.
a
Or
charis-
charisma. Yeah.
A
DC
wisdom
4
save.
Charisma.
Charisma save.
14.
Understood. I'm sorry, what was the DC?
14.
14, DC 14. The guy up on the roof. 15 with no bonuses. The 2 down below. A 16 and a 3. And they have no bonuses. So, one saves, 1 save, 1 fail. You pick which one. I don't care.
Whichever one is immediately in front of. I guess
Okay.
they're both in front of Baldur. I don't know. Whichever
Yeah,
one.
they're both in front of Baldur.
All right. All right. Then I'm gonna back out into this alleyway.
Okay, you back.
Nothing else I can do.
Sure, you can go. Probably you've got another
Just
30 feet of movement.
Well, I
going.
can't because I'm carrying Sigismund. So I. Can
Yeah, I
only
mean
move-
you only went like 8 feet. So.
Well, if it's half, I can only. Okay, I can only move 20. So.
Oh, I thought you had 40 for some
Well,
reason.
I have 40, but he's on my back, so it's half to 20.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
why I
you're-
don't want to go down the
okay,
hallway.
You're there.
Yeah,
You're there.
Okay. As long as I'm in between those
You,
two.
as you do, you see one of the villagers coming. He was turning the corner to starting to come to the fight. The older guy who was at the gate earlier.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay, that's Borinth. Mikolash, you are up. Death save, sir.
How's that fire doing? Is it getting bigger? Is it?
There's my nat 20.
I'll let Mikolash.
Nice.
Yes.
Back up.
You succeed?
20.
20.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah, not bad.
Huzzah! Where's the huzzah? Back into the fight. Good or bad, I'm not sure which, but okay, that is Mikolash. Mikolash, roll me a D20 there. A 10 or higher, it increases. A 1 to 9, it decreases. Sound good?
Oh, fire.
11.
11. The fire expands farther.
Burns down the whole town.
Yeah, I don't know what we want ideally in this situation.
I'm going to say the barrel has been consumed, so we don't need it out on the battlefield.
I'm the one that's supposed to burn the town down, not you.
Yeah, well, you're having so much fun on that side. I want to have a little fun with the fire too.
I managed not to burn anything down over here.
When I came into the campaign, torches abound. You know, it's been a bit. It's been a bit. This is kind of my thing. I'm getting back to my roots.
Okay, that's Mikolash. Baldur, you are up. You've got two in front of you. These two swirling masses that have been bashing away at you.
Okay, so I'm going to attack the one that I already previously was.
Okay.
No. No.
Okay.
Let me try again. All right, that's better. 23.
A 23, you bash through and then you swing back again, and this time it connects and you just feel shards come flying off of the torso of it.
23 and 21. So first one is going to be, what is it? So it is 16 regular, 4, 5, 6 fire. And then another...
Six fire, you said?
Yes, 6 fire. And then another 16 fire to the guy next to me. And second attack is 12.
Ooh. You feel this one in front of you explode in shards, good or bad. It just... And the other one, it took some damage, but is still up. How much was the damage to the other one?
16 fire.
16 fire. As the flames leap up through it there. And
not bad. And then as a bonus action, I will roll a d10 and heal a little bit.
Okay, understood. But you take some shards come exploding at you from the body as it explodes, and you take 14 points of slashing as these little pieces come flying at you, and 14 points of cold.
Jeez, 28 points of damage.
No. So
I would be down.
9, 12. It's not a friendly atmosphere out there.
We're not trying to brag here.
It's not friendly out there.
Well, I healed 21. So.
Okay, Baldur, that is it for you. Simon, you are up.
Do I feel... Can I get behind Baldur and up onto that last tower?
I'm going to say now you can because he killed that one guy. Sure, you can...
I will dash if it takes my whole movement to get up there.
I don't... 5,
Whatever
10,
it is.
15, 20... No,
Plus
it's
5.
not going to... You still
Okay.
have your actions.
All right. Okay, well, for my action, I will shoot a fire bolt at that guy on top of the roof. At
The
disadvantage.
swirl...
22 to hit.
22. It connects. You see, it explodes against what feels like banded armor.
That is 12 points of fire damage.
12 of fire.
And then the fist will come in as a bonus action from the wall and try to strike at him in the back.
Don't say the back. You know what you want to say. He wants to fist them from behind.
No, that's only an 11 at a disadvantage.
Okay, understood.
This stream now has a PG-13 rating.
Damn. This bashes away at him. Anything else, Simon?
That'll be it for me.
Nadius, make your third and hopefully last death save, please.
Yep. That's a 2.
A 2, one fail. You have to. You have
He
to
has
use.
to at that point, even though he has 2 successes already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll again.
Okay.
Yep. Because it doesn't pass the common sense test.
Yeah.
You have to use inspiration.
That's an 18.
Okay, so you are a success at that point. I pulled
stable.
one off your pile there.
He's stable, but he's not up.
You are stable.
Yeah,
you are at
stable.
0.
He's at 0 and awake on the ground.
Okay.
Not awake.
Not awake.
Not
Not
awake.
unconscious, but
Yeah,
stable.
He's laying there.
Yeah.
Okay, the opponents. Well, the one bashes away at Baldur at this point. A 24.
I will cast shield.
Okay, and that obviously applies. That takes care of the next one, and which would have been a hit, and the last one would have been a miss. So it took care of 2 of them anyway. Whoosh, that is that guy, and he's gonna stay right where he is, because otherwise he's gonna get
100 already.
clobbered.
100 hit points already.
2 people. Jesus. One person hit.
This guy, what's he
3
gonna
times.
do? He's gonna try and leap over. Does the hand get an opportunity attack?
Sure.
Say yes.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think
I'll trust your judgment right now. Okay. Either way, if we're wrong,
We'll deal with it
deal
later.
with it later.
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying no for
I'm
now?
saying no, there's nothing that
Okay, so
explicitly
he's
says
gonna
that.
leap over there, and he's like right next to you, and he's gonna swing away at you there, sir. A 22,
Yeah, that'll hit no matter
a
what.
21,
That'll hit also.
and a 15.
Well, toss up shield for that one. Try to not go down completely.
Understood. Understood. And as he swings away at you, he says to you, "Join me. Join me. You could be a powerful mage serving the Emperor."
Drusus is not worthy of us.
25 points of slashing, 25 points of cold damage, sir.
Okay.
Okay, that is the opponents, the party allies. They're like, where did they all go? Where did they all go? They're running down the alleyway. These guys go tearing through. He can actually squeeze through. He'll get over here and he'll chop away at this one. This guy will get through, and he's right behind Balder at that point. This guy squeezes past Borinth, and he'll go join his compatriot. Sigismund is on your back, and he's saying, "Where are we going? The fight is that way.
Hop off.
Hop off.
Hop off.
Can't hop, Borinth. I can fall."
Is it gonna take me an action to drop him right now?
No.
or- Oh, okay.
Did you just let him go?
Yeah, because otherwise I won't
He
be able
falls
to-
on the ground.
Yeah.
He's legless.
Yeah.
His sword, he reaches over with his good arm and he grabs his sword and he sticks it in the ground. He's like, "I'll get down myself." And he's just pulling his way through.
Otherwise I can't get to him, right? I
Okay,
mean,
and he doesn't get that far, but he's
Yeah.
going in that general direction. So the one swings away at the bad guy there. Natural 20. Somebody give me a crit card there. Okay, it's triple critical. Give me 3 cards.
triple critical?
That's what it said there. I just quickly
it
looked
said
at it.
draw
Reread
3
it. Make sure I.
Draw 3
Yeah.
from the critical hits deck. The attacker decides which one
Oh,
of those
which
3
one?
cards takes effect.
Triple damage is probably the best. Okay, he swings away and he does 30 points of damage to this guy. He's still up though. Okay, that is the party allies. Borinth, you are up.
Am I able to get through that alleyway right now, or are there too many guys in my way?
It is
townsfolk do
jammed.
that?
There's literally
Yeah, that's
3
nice.
people in front of you and Borinth beyond it, and you don't see an enemy anymore.
I don't see that guy up on the wall, the big guy.
You might be able
But
to
I
have
can't
your
get through
line
that.
of sight to him, but you can't squeeze through the alley to way to get to him. I mean, you want to climb up on a roof or something?
Just jump really, really high.
Yeah, I mean,
What's your vertical?
I don't know. I don't
Like
know
a
how-
good
I don't know how
11
that
feet.
works. What's
I think it's
that?
based on attack.
Strike.
I'm going to say it's low enough
alright,
that you could
strength,
reach
right.
up and grab it and pull up if you want.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump up and grab up
Probably
on
is 11.
On that roof to the
Strength
right
modifier.
there. But I won't be able to get any further than that, right?
Which roof? You're talking about going up on this roof or this roof?
No, the first one. Yeah,
This one?
right up in there.
You could go, you'll be go, it's 10, call it 15, 20, so you'd be able to you're up, you probably get to about here. These 3 guys are down inside that alleyway.
Okay, I don't want to be quite that close. 'cause-
Okay, well you could stop sooner. You don't have to use your whole movement.
Yeah.
You want to be farther
Yeah.
back?
Yeah. And
Okay,
then,
you're about there.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be exact. You can tell me farther back if you want.
No, that's fine. I just don't want to be within because his reach is long. I don't want to be within.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's Borinth. Mikolash, death save, sir. Balder, you are up.
2 20s in a row.
Nice.
Oh, you do?
You're awake.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you didn't need a
going
death
with
save. I'm
advantage?
sorry. My bad.
Oh, yeah,
disregard.
you're
You're already up.
When
You
you
go
go 20, you get.
I forgot. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Well, you're stable.
Oh,
I
I
forgot.
didn't know
You're
that.
already stable. Forget it. I'm sorry.
natural
Never
20,
mind.
you're stable.
Okay.
But
It's a
you
waste
roll
of
an
220s.
advantage?
I think natural 20 is just
I just
two.
hit that.
Is it
twice.
just two? Either
It's
way.
just two.
Either
Either
way.
way, you're up now.
Either way, you're stable.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just crazy.
Baldur, you are up. You've got one in front of you
Sorry,
at this
Baldur.
point, and one of the
I couldn't
townsmen
do
just
anything.
struck him, and shards
You could've
came
dropped down
flying
on him
off.
for free movement.
What's that?
You could have dropped on him. Doesn't
Dropped on
cost
who?
The guy doesn't cost anything to fall.
Where's your guy?
Right next to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see him.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't even know he was
Warren
there.
is a coward now, I guess.
That's what you get with the Fog of War, man. Fog of War.
22?
At 22, your
swirling
hammer
Yeah, but he's not gonna-
bashes and
You know,
slams into the ice
21.
and cuts in again. You come double back.
14. 14 on that.
Then you try again, and it just kind of you hit, but it doesn't go any further than the armor itself.
So we've got a 12 regular damage, and we have got 13 fire. And for the second hit, it is 12 regular damage. So 24 regular, 13 fire.
This is 24. And how much? 13 fire, you said?
Yes.
He does not. Well, there's wind to the extent it cannot look good. Does not look good, if you will. Anything else, boring? Blah, blah, blah.
I might as well use my bonus act. Well, my second action. Action surge.
Action
because
surge.
Otherwise, I'm going down anyway. Let's just do it. Let's keep swinging. It's almost like I went into a frenzy rage, just like a Borinth would do. We attack again with a 24.
24. Bam! Your hammer just keeps going back and forth.
16.
The 16. You're still connecting, but it's just not
then what,
doing
22?
any damage. I'm sorry.
22, but these are all going to be straight up, no fire. or
Understood. Straight
Crazy
up.
green flame stuff. So 12 and 14.
12 and 14. As you blast away, he explodes in a shard of ice, and it goes flying all around. And you take, as the shards come flying off of it, you take 13 points of slashing and another 14 points of cold damage as it explodes around you. Anything else, Baldur?
That's it.
You're up.
Get close.
Baldur is up. That is
Almost ready for
Baldur.
a nap.
Zyman, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to
nice out
send the hand over. I'm
Okay.
going to use it as the forceful hand, and I'm going to try to push him over the wall.
Going to molest him.
Over that way. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Okay. What does he have to do?
We have to do contested strength. Do I do that at disadvantage
terrible.
since he's invisible? Or
We're gonna change this
I'm not
thing to
sure.
R now.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say straight up.
okay.
For now. I could be wrong, but we're going to say straight up. He's +8.
Is he medium or smaller?
He's large.
He's large. Okay.
Was that 17?
I don't know. What did he roll?
9?
I
Nine.
rolled an 18.
17. Ooh! He goes tumbling over the wall.
Nice.
You've been further away from me.
Did it do the wind up?
I got kind of scared because I thought he was gonna land on me. For
I
a
will shoot firebolt over the edge of the tower at him.
Okay.
Exactly as the mini depicts.
That's only going to be an 11. I miss horribly, and I jump off the tower and try to get as far away from him as I can, whichever route I think will take me away from him.
Follow Georgie.
I know this path is kind of.
You know, you
I
look
like that
down, that's
Georgie's
jammed. You
on-
could probably
yeah,
I
go
can
roof.
weasel
go
that way.
back that
around.
way,
Yeah.
and you're
I
kind of
just
like
see him
down
at a
in
different
here.
angle.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
that
He looks like a different
somebody's
color.
going to have to make a concerted effort to find you.
second.
That's good, because that's where me and my 5 hit points want to be.
Okay, that is Zyman. Mattias, you are. You need a death saving throw. You have 2 good and 1 bad, right?
No,
Yeah.
No, he passed.
Oh, you
He
passed.
used his inspiration.
You were stable.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
These guys doing?
The opponents at
Hanging
this
out?
point.
You gotta make sure nobody's coming this way.
They're just hanging out on the wall texting.
Reinforcements have come before.
No one on this side.
Hey, Philly, you want to go over there? I don't want to go over there.
The old town's burning.
Tom forgot, but would you blame them?
It's they're cowards. That's what it is.
Okay, this guy. What is he gonna do at this point?
Would he be knocked prone? Does he have to stand up?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll say that. Half his movement to stand up. He's gonna climb up on top of here, and there's nobody over there. He's gonna look around, and he's gonna take a leap over in this general direction and see if he can try and he's gonna do an acrobatics check.
It helped a little.
Huh?
It's half movement. It helped a little.
So that's as far as he gets at this point. He's up there for right now. That is the opponents, the party allies. These guys are all jammed in here. This guy looks over at you, Boulder. He's like, "Where'd he go? Oh, wait, this guy falls down. What am I talking about?"
Oh no.
With the exploding shards, he collapses in front of you.
He's like bleeding out. Where did he go?
Okay. These guys turn and they see that everything's gone over there, and they start running out over this way, trying to figure out which way everybody's going. This guy he's over here. These two guys are over in this general area by now. This guy will be over here by now.
Cowards!
There's another guy over here. Okay, these guys. Other villagers. There's obviously more villagers than I have figures for. Okay, and Sigismund will start going back the opposite way too, and he crawls over to here. You see him pulling Baldur, you glance back, and you see him digging the sword into the ground, pulling himself along, digging it in the ground, and pulling himself along. Huh?
No, I think he means me. I think I see him.
That's a really nice sword. You shouldn't be treating it that way.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that is the party allies. Borinth, you are up.
All right. I can get to him now, right? I'm going to...
Now you're down in the alleyway there.
I'm on the roof.
Oh, you're on the roof. Yes, you see him leap across.
I'm going to jump across the roof.
Okay.
And as I'm running towards him, I'm going to blow my horn, go into a frenzied rage, and I am going to unleash on him.
Okay, just roll. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, with advantage as you do.
Well, that's the deck, so okay.
And they're so close together, +4 as well. The buildings, if that makes sense, just a leap across.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You go jogging down the edge, and it's almost like Chariots of Fire. It goes into slow-mo, and you leap across, and you scream and blow and scream all at the same time.
Hammers out. First shot right to the side of his head. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna use an inspiration for that.
Yeah.
That's 2 threes. That sucks.
We can't allow
that. This is too cool a moment for that.
21 to hit.
A 21.
Next
Your
one.
axe cuts through, or the hammer side, whichever it is.
19 to hit.
A 19. You swing back again, just slamming away in the opposite direction.
Does that hit him?
Yes, it does.
Okay, and then I'm gonna follow it up right on the top of the head.
This weapon sounds on this thing suck.
31 to hit.
31. All three hit.
All right, let's do some damage here.
I hope so.
15 points of damage.
15.
He has a range. 18, 21. That's it.
23 points of damage.
23.
Can't be over. Can't be under.
The last one. Oh, I can re-roll that.
Consistency is key.
24 points of damage.
24 for a total of 47, 57, 63. He turns to you and he goes, I am not.
If you overdo it, your weapon breaks.
And he collapses.
I want that hit on the top of the head to like compress his neck and the helmet right straight down. Like,
and he explodes
and then the axe explodes.
in shards of crap all over the place. Natural 1 and a 7. Lousy for him for 29. Split it however you want.
Well, I need to know what is what.
15 slashing, 14 cold damage.
7 or 8 for slashing.
7.
7 for the slashing?
Yeah, 7 for the slashing. Sounds good.
And then 15 for the cold, you
said? And I don't think. And the party members, the villagers continue to run around like crazy, trying to look.
I'm yelling, put out the fire! Put out the fire!
They turn and they run and start going. The bucket brigade comes running out. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Carpathian Adventure on 7-Sided Die, and we will be right back. Got it. You're watching the Carpathian Adventure on 7-Sided Die in the battle of Second Battle of Badenweiler just ended. We rejoined the party in progress. It just ended. You see the villagers running around, gathering buckets of water, running toward the fire itself. Some are going back up on. There's others going back up on the walls. It's not chaos, but they're very frantically trying to repair things. Some are coming up to you and patting you on the back and applauding you. Several villagers who saw you fall over the wall, Mikolash, grab you and pick you up. They grab Mattias and they drag him back to the inn.
Oh, well.
Question.
Unless somebody stops them.
Well, I want to.
This guy wanders off.
That's what I was going to ask, yeah. Did that guy wander off?
Yeah, he did wander off into the snow.
I want to, first I'm going to go over to Mattias.
Try it.
Okay.
I'm going to rush over to Mattias.
Okay.
And I'm going to lay on hands.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
I tried
1
so
hit
hard to
point.
stop him.
Just one. You get just one hit point.
For how many?
I don't know what else is coming.
Yeah. No. That's,
So 1 hit point, so you're back up to 1.
that's the smart play.
Thank you.
All right. And then I'm going to.
feel
Where's
like
Mikolash?
I had my chest cavity trampled on by a herd of horses.
Do I see it?
Does anybody know where Mikolash is?
He was right up here on the wall last I saw him.
I'll head over to the wall.
Maybe
and
he's
I'll
in the
start looking
tavern.
around.
I'll go look in
down.
the tavern for
Well, if
him.
I look down over the wall, well, I would see him, right?
You see villagers picking up his body and bringing him around.
Okay, I'll meet them wherever they're meeting him.
They
around,
would run
you know.
up. You see them. It takes them more than a few rounds, but you see them coming around as you glance over the wall. And despite the darkness and the dim light, you see them You see them moving their way around the wall toward the front entrance, and they bring him inside, and they were moving him toward the
As
inn.
they're carrying him in, I'm going to run up to him and I'm going to give him a little on the cheek like that, and I'll give him 1 hit point.
He's just
So I'll lay on hands.
Should have 1 hit point.
Please,
every
no,
hit
not
point.
So at least he's conscious. He's conscious now.
Yes, you're back awake. They see you wake up when he does that. So they'll continue to carry you or let you down.
What is the fight?
Fight is over. Let's go in. Rest up. There's
Get
more.
off me, get off.
There's more to come.
Can't believe you took on that big guy one-on-one.
I can't believe I couldn't save a villager. One wandered off into the snow.
I'm gonna go over to help the villagers put out that fire. Just kind of get in the bucket brigade, I guess,
Bucket
right?
brigade. I've got the fire in my stomach. I'd like
You
to
head
put out
over
the
toward
beer.
the fire. It takes them a good 15 minutes, and you see other villagers coming up with spare fencing parts and so forth. They're not as stout as what was there, but it's something in the interim, and they're piling up rocks in front of it. It takes a while for it to beat it all down and actually put it. I mean, 55 gallons of oil were just expended
right.
on the and burned up for probably. It wasn't that long, for maybe a minute or so, but it takes a while for them to beat the fire down, and eventually you see even after you leave, they're obviously still working on repairing it and bringing it back to something usable.
Has the snow and the overcast conditions cleared? Is it now clear skies, etc.?
It doesn't happen immediately, but
Right.
after a few moments, it does. It starts to clear, and the wind doesn't dissipate initially, but the snow melts, and it slowly, as the longer you wait, the more it dissipates.
Okay. I suggest we rest up once the fire's out. Suggest we rest up. This isn't over. I don't know when they'll return, but
Hopefully not soon.
Agreed.
I mean, I'd like to start a short rest.
This can only go so many
Agreed.
days. We cannot survive this many more nights.
Well, let's hope it's only one more.
What can we do to bring the fight to them?
Nothing right now, not until we rest.
They're far to the north. We have no idea where they are.
No. I think we've posed enough of a threat. Maybe Drusus himself will come forward and present himself, maybe. But my attention now is on the village here and the people within it, and so I'm going to try to rest, and I guess while resting, just kind of help out and helping people injured or whatever I can do.
Is there any kind of fortifications? Maybe the group feels we should, now that we've seen how they fight, how they climb over the walls, maybe something we could do. Maybe spears alongside the walls. If they try to climb it, maybe they'll get stabbed by it.
Maybe we can.
Perhaps.
Maybe take a group of villagers and maybe start working on something like that. I'm sure. It's not a bad idea.
I need to rest.
Yeah, I need to rest.
Yeah, I see 4 or 5 of each of you right now. That's very painful and confusing.
You go into the tavern, you stay outside.
I guess into the tavern where it's a little
Yeah.
nicer and there's some food and
Yeah.
we can recline. 'Cause that's where we slept last time, just in the common room.
I'd like, ideally, well, out of character, I'm thinking it'd be nice to have people stationed, but having people stationed does nothing for us because they will just see swirling winds. They wouldn't know. We would know if people were coming if there was overcast conditions. So I'm talking out loud. Ignore anything I just said.
I mean, they're familiar with what happens before, before the creatures get here. So.
I don't want to get caught off guard, so
So
I
I
guess
don't.
that's how we avoid getting caught off
I
guard.
don't think they'll be like, oh, just another
Yeah,
spring snowstorm.
Yeah.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine this time.
But then it is the Badenweiler, you know? Anything could happen. Okay.
You venture inside to the tavern. it's a mixed feeling between somber and happy. I mean, they're glad that they won. Not everybody who went down of the villagers is dead. A few did die. Obviously, the one whose body was torched after he fell, he died. But the others, some of them are still, albeit unconscious in some cases. Or
If they're unconscious, I can lay on
conscious.
hands and make them conscious at least. I can do that for anyone who is on death's door, if I can.
There are, right now, there's nobody, quote, on death's door that is not already passed over to death.
Okay.
There are 3 who are unconscious, but are, not dying.
Okay.
They're just unconscious.
Okay. I'll bring them back up. I'll bring them back to consciousness, and so that they can, and then they can get whatever additional healing from there.
And they say thank you. Thank you.
Yes. It's important we take care of each other here.
Sigismund comes crawling in, and he screams over, "Give me an ale!" And the bartender comes over and helps him up into a chair.
Say, someone get him too.
Thank you. And then tilts him back and drags the chair back to his corner on the back 2 legs. And he says, "Some food too while you're at it."
I'll go over
Well
and
fought,
sit next to
Sigismund. Yeah.
Sigismund, just on the floor, quiet, not even talking about what happened.
Oh, Simon, I'm impressed with you. I saw your fireballs and lighting up the sky and whatever else you were doing. They saved the day.
I feel the day is not over yet.
No, it normally isn't. I think I told you that I saw the last time, the times before, giants were larger than anything I'd ever seen before in the snow.
Even more than we have faced yet?
Oh, yes. Yes. But we are fighting honorably, are we not? Even if we die today. He raises his glass to you. Would you not still feel fine based upon those circumstances?
It's not a horrible way to die, but I prefer to be alive.
I mean, to die in the Badenweiler fighting for your honor? Sure, you'd be ignominiously forgotten about tomorrow, and no one would ever know your name, but still, in your mind, when you passed over, you died honorably.
This much is true. We can all hope for so much. But let's hope it's not anytime soon.
No.
That arm looks like shite.
That's a very polite way of putting it. I'm not going to smear any feces in it, though. What would help? Another beer, please. I'm told this will cure wounds. Then he starts to pour it over his arm. He goes, it feels better already.
I'm sure it can't feel worse.
Only my
Cheers.
beer
Well, rest up. Get that wound taken care of. We're expecting more.
He says
sure.
something larger will come. Much larger.
Yeah, well, what doesn't make sense to me is have they been able to fight off 3 rounds of these? 3 separate divisions of these or groups of these? Why would they not have sent the big one sooner like they have in the past?
Well, sometimes you send the biggest force in the beginning to make a statement. Perhaps he didn't feel the need to be bothered and just
Didn't
sent
feel the need to
more
make a
regiments.
statement?
Hopefully
Yeah.
we have made enough of a statement back to him that it will force his hand and draw him out to us.
Possibly.
Could be a personnel thing. It could be somewhere else important. This is a small town, relatively out of the way.
If you try
May
to
not be
break a town,
warranted.
you break it quick. You break it fast.
But he hasn't broken it, so
It was broken
his
before.
eye must be on it.
This
It
town
was
is-
broken before we got
Not
here.
anymore.
Well,
He just lost.
That's only 3 days.
Yeah.
This is a minor glitch in his plan.
But not historically.
No.
So it's definitely going to get some attention. So we'll see what happens.
We can hope
but
so.
We need to rest up. We can't do anything until we rest.
This is true.
Okay.
It is late.
I'm going to eat some food and sit back and close my eyes for a bit.
They bring around what can best be described as a mulligan stew. There's like a mishmash of hearty meats and cheese and root vegetables all mixed in with this mash in large wooden plates with a huge hunk of bread. And the young ladies, it's all in the house. Thank you very much. And they're bringing it around at that time. The bard does start to play. Some more folks show up. And it's a little bit more lively attitude than it was a few moments ago. They're happy that they seem to have won, even though there's also an underlying knowledge that perhaps there's more to come. But live for now, so to speak. Matthias, you are conscious. Well, you're very quiet over there. What are you doing, if anything, or so?
Matthias is just kind of... Honestly, he's still in a little bit of shock from everything that happened today, and he's still trying to figure out exactly how he responds to all of it, because it's not every day you're fighting undead Romans. Plus, he's probably sitting nearby, but close enough to hear, but not really participating in the conversation directly. More likely, he's trying to parse through some of what happened in his head to come up with some idea of what might be going on.
Okay.
I might be beating a dead horse with this one, but I want to look alongside the tavern wall again. This time for anything that I might parse as Roman, anything that looks like an old Roman piece. I don't know if I would understand what I'd be looking for, but having that knowledge that these are Roman spirits, maybe if there's something on the wall that sticks out to me.
Okay, roll an investigation check. You scan the walls. There's lots of memorabilia. And roll an investigation check. I mean, there's just gobs of stuff on the walls. Natural 20. Yeah. You look up and you spot what looks like a helmet of some sort, but it doesn't. It almost looks like Baldur's helmet, like this crested helmet, albeit not black like Baldur's. It's very rusty and it's very ancient, but it has side armor on that would dangle on either side of one's cheeks, if you would, and then a large metal crest, and then above it there's what like remnants of is hard to describe as either fur or feathers that have been collapsed and beaten upon over years, and then the whole thing is covered with a layer of dust and it's hanging on the wall.
I would like to grab it, take it off the wall.
You go toward the wall. It's near the bar. It's a few feet up. You pull over a chair. You climb on top of the chair, up on the wooden wall, and it's like on a post stuck into the wall, and you can grab it off of it.
I'd like to bring it back to the party. Maybe Matthias. I'd like to bring it over. Matthias.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I guess we don't know.
This helmet strikes me as odd. Maybe you'd have an idea with your vast understanding of history. Is this an old Roman helmet?
Matthias looks over and takes a look at it. Do I take a history check?
Well, what do you describe to me what you're doing?
Matthias is going to look at the helmet that he's presenting and try to rack his brain to see if he's ever seen any actual Roman armor that even fragmentary, that was preserved in either just an illustration in a manuscript or something that, or an artifact that belonged to a lord in one of the courts that he might have visited in his time. He's just going to see if he recognizes the design at all.
Okay, Under what circumstances would Mattias might have seen other than a book? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Like I just said, manuscripts, or possibly an artifact that was collected by some lord as a curiosity that he might have, whose court he might have visited at some point before the entire series of events began. It's a slim chance, but it's a possibility.
Okay, roll a history check with disadvantage.
Okay. With disadvantage. Okay. Need to re-roll that. And then my history is plus 11 somehow. So then with the plus 11, that is a 17.
My history is only plus 9. My intelligence is 20. How's this 11?
Read more.
Proficiency?
Oh, I have proficiency in history. It's a plus 9.
You turn the helmet over in your hands, and it does distinctly, you recall something from pictures or from statues you've seen other places. It does distinctly look Roman to you. Nothing strikes you unusual about it as that it means anything much more than that. It does feel somewhat fragile and very, 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 very old, but it was obviously sturdy and quite a helmet at one time.
Okay. Well, from what I can tell, it looks like some of the statues and illuminations I've seen, but other than that, I couldn't tell you much about it. It looks Roman, certainly, and it's certainly very, very old. I'm surprised it's lasted this long intact, but I cannot tell you anything specific, unfortunately.
I appreciate that, Matthias. I just find something odd about this. I feel...
Well, aside from the fact that honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't crumbled to so much rust in the time that it's likely existed. That alone is a miracle in and of itself. I've only ever seen similar helmets on statues from that time. Occasionally, you find something left over from then in some random court or propped up in a town square somewhere that the Romans founded. But they're surprisingly hard to come by, and Pannonia was not exactly the heartland of Roman architecture.
It looks like it would fit. Why don't you try it on?
Matthias, and I'll reach over. Let me see if it fits.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll put it on my head.
From us, right?
Sure, roll percentile die.
So it's like even then, it's ancient.
Yeah.
I didn't have this idea, but as soon as it happened, I was like, yeah, let's try it
I hope it
out.
has lice.
Tom, what,
That's terrible.
1,000-year-old lice.
so it is close to 1,000 years? I was going to ask when the Roman Empire was around.
850.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who are you
I
asking?
think it's 850.
Just you, in general. Not for Baldur knowledge.
23. I rolled a 16. It seems to fit. It's a little snug, but it seems to fit you.
Surprised it didn't fall apart around your head.
It looks good.
I appreciate that. I'm not really a helmet kind of guy. It's my head.
You don't
I feel
think
it
it's
doesn't shape me
much
well.
armor value now. It's more decorative at this
Right,
point
yeah.
than armor.
Mine's better.
I
To be
reach
honest,
for the
design
straps. Does
looks
it do
better
this
than
stuff?
I thought it would.
Snap, bro.
The cheek guards look very effective now that I think about it.
But then it doesn't really show my strong jawline. I don't know.
Well, sorry, given the shape of it, I imagine that there was originally something that was used to tie the jaw guards together at the bottom.
If
I
Monty
imagine
wears
they
it,
didn't
does
just
it
flap
instantly
free. That seems very
replenish?
inconvenient.
I don't know. I kind of like the open face. I can feel the breeze kind of getting under. I feel like this will be tough in the summer. It'll be hot.
Looks good on you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
If you actually had a new helmet made with it in that same shape, it could be very handy for you to avoid having something shot at you in the head from behind.
I'm more of a. If things come at me, I'll try and
specific
catch them
circumstance,
in
yes.
the air. I think it looks way cooler than trying to dodge or like get hit in the head. That's my opinion.
You just use your head as a shield now that you have a helmet on.
My whole plan is to dodge first, or catch it out of the air, grab an arrow and just kind of snap it in half, look cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
It hasn't happened
I've
yet.
never seen you do that.
We rarely run into ranged
Is that
fighters.
is that in your head?
Yeah.
Nobody
I
shoots
kinda
arrows
just
at me,
thought about it. I'll take it off and I'll kind of just keep turning it over. Just looking at it, seeing the inside. If there's anything specific I can see. Does anything strike me as odd as far as helmets? Do I see any engravings, any like etchings, maybe any sort of markings, tally marks even, maybe something, some nature?
Roll another investigation check.
Okay.
Inside text.
16, I think it's -1. I think I have a -1 on that.
Or whatever their days were.
Investigation -1, so 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Property of Drusus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it!
That would be, I have some idea that there's something like this.
He used
relevant.
to live here.
You see some scratchings that it has some names that they're very, very hard to make out.
Mm-hmm.
They're like very, very tiny scratchings, as if somebody, almost like a tally, but it's hard to figure out what it means. One says Tensteri, Tencteri, and then it has some check marks next to it. Another says Usipeti, Usipeti, and then it has a different number, but it's rusted over. And then there's a couple other names, but they're very, very difficult to make out.
Well, look at it.
You said names? Is that just the choice
words,
of words? you use?
words,
Yes,
whatever
I wouldn't
they
know.
are.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
What was that last one? How was that last word spelled?
Usipeti? Tenseri and Usipeti?
the other words are difficult to make out.
Mm-hmm. I'd turn it back over to Matthias. Matthias, does this read as Roman, from your understanding?
I speak Latin, so...
Or Latin?
Does it look like something I would know?
It doesn't look like Latin. You look at it very carefully, and it not only does it not look like Latin, they're clearly not Latin words. You know instantly without even thinking about it.
Let me look at it.
Okay, so the second word, what were the letters in it?
Well, there are other words, but they're hard to decipher. The other word was usipeti, that you could make out. Usipeti. You know, when you would examine it closer.
Right. Okay.
Are you all together now? Obviously, Mattias is there.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of like...
So you're all in a corner.
Yeah.
Is Sigismund with you? Or
Yeah, we're all kind of sitting
Okay, you're all sitting. He's like, yes. And he just, you see he's like pounding back ale at this point. And he goes, I could easily increase the likelihood of getting a golden, I think you called them submarine tonight.
Well, that was quite discomforting.
Yes, but it makes you wealthy. Anyway.
Yeah. Maybe not worth the toll.
Okay,
The
so
bartender might know more on how it got here.
I'm gonna just make a random thing and see if I've ever heard that word before.
You rack your brain. Roll a history check with disadvantage. You don't think. I mean, you're not from this area. You don't think you have heard of that name before.
I'm sorry.
But rack. Go ahead. Roll with
What the hell are the
disadvantage.
Romans?
Okay, yeah.
A warrior race, I'd understand.
That's a 19.
Based on who we've been fighting.
You don't think you've heard of it, but you're like, it sounds very native, perhaps to this area or something else.
I'd almost say it sounds like a word that started in another language and then got translated into Latin or Greek.
Because I don't think they got involved until the Byzantine Empire.
Like I don't know, a name or maybe a tribe. I mean, certainly I don't know every tribe in the area. I mean, I know one to the north was the Belgi, but that's a very specific one. And they're very, and I mean, Usipeti. No, I don't. It might be a tribe or possibly. The I at the end makes me think that it might be a plural, but I can't say for certain.
But it doesn't read as German, right?
No, not at least not German in its native form. Of course, given the fact that it's inside a helmet of this design, it could be a German word or name transliterated into Latin or Greek and then Latin. That's in most.
Put your Google Translate too many
of
times.
in most of the books that I've read, there were no records of the actual native names. They were all the translated names.
Something about this is just an odd piece to be placed in this location. I feel.
Yeah,
I
would
feel
agree
this
with
is
that.
this is just odd. Maybe, and I kind of reach over.
This was the sort of hinterland of the empire in its heyday.
When the Romans
At least
did
from my
fight here.
understanding.
They did fight
This,
here.
I think this might have been part of
Somebody was just
Germania
hanging on to a
Minor.
1,000-year-old helmet and put it up on
But
the
everybody just kind of puts things in this place. It's like a TGI Fridays.
I thought it was the
Yeah.
people who went.
Show me one other thing on this wall that's 1,000 years old.
Well, is there anything else? Other ancient,
There's
old weapons or armor or anything that looks like it could be like a relic of just of the past?
You look around, you scan the walls, even as you're talking about some notional concept of a TGIF, and it does. And you go back to your youth, and you remember something racks your brains about good times in a place called Bennigan's and Houlihan's. None of them exist anymore. And as you look around at the crap on the walls and Charlie-ish Browns, you know, and it's like it does have that kind of air about it.
Charlie Brown's had a really good salad bar.
It's a tchotchkes.
He did have
That is
pieces
true,
of
yeah.
flair.
That is true.
Did have a really good
Salad bars are gonna be a way of the past.
Yeah, they're gone now.
So did he see
any
ancient
You
relics?
see other things, but I mean nothing that strikes you. You're not looking for anything Roman at the moment. But the walls are covered with all kinds of things, from the medieval equivalent of baseball caps on the ceiling to beer tokens stapled to the wall. There's all kinds of stuff.
Let's see if they remember who left this piece here. Give me the helmet.
Do you want to try?
Give me the helmet.
You look excited. Try.
There's a token there for you, Maddie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone's gonna take the helmet. I'm gonna look at the scratchings and the words inside.
Do you feel anything?
I'm gonna close my eyes. Barbarossa, I know this is a menial task that I am asking you, but please lend me your eyes and tell me what the writings are inside of this helmet to ease my compatriots' emotions.
I mean, the only other options I see would be that it could be, like, Gaulish or maybe, I don't know, Greek.
And so I'll call on Barbarossa's gift, which gives me the literal meaning of any written, non-magical text that I see. It must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes 1d10 plus 10 minutes to read 1 page of text, and I'm going to decipher 1d10 pages of text.
Okay. You look at it, huh?
It's a mic drop.
Mic drop.
Helmet drop. No, chaps.
And
It blows away in the wind.
the word itself doesn't necessarily mean anything to you, but you think, you think that it's a tribe's name.
It's, Barbarossa says it's a tribe from around here. Maybe they're gone, maybe they're still here.
Well,
What is the name of
I
the
at the end
The
certainly
Usapeti.
supports that.
Would I recognize the name?
And there was another name too. I believe.
That was the other.
Yeah, Tensari.
Oh, Tensor.
That are decipherable. There were other
T-E-N-C-E-R-I.
names. There were other words on there, but they're not necessarily decipherable.
Wait, what was the one with the T at the beginning?
Tensceri.
T-E-N-C-T-E-R-I.
Oh, C-T-E-R. Ceteri. Okay. Thank you.
Tencteri.
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 Yeah.
Do you know where the gold is?
Roll an intelligence check. You asked, I'm just waiting for a lull to ask you to... I didn't forget about you.
I've heard that, but I don't know what Matthias said.
Just in straight intelligence?
Yeah, with advantage. Yeah. Straight intelligence check.
I don't know why I even look.
Yeah. -10.
Negative 10.
I don't think so, but it can't be.
It's 15.
16
and
You're
15.
pretty sure that it's a name of... They're both names of German tribes.
Okay. I'll just tell them. They're names of German tribes in the area here. I mean, I know the names,
Apparently
but
everybody knew
I
that.
just know the names.
But they're historic names.
Yeah,
they're not like...
Yeah. They're from the past. Their names have just kind of been around throughout our local history or local passing down
So
of
what
stories
does it mean?
and history.
Take the helmet.
So everyone.
I'm going to sleep.
Everyone but us knew what it meant, Megalash.
Yes.
Well, I can't read it, so as soon as I heard it.
What the first name is going to rack his brain to see if he knows the first name, because I know that one from somewhere, but I don't know, and I think I don't remember where. I remember that name. I don't know the other one, but I remember the first one.
I'm asleep.
Roll a history check with disadvantage.
Have fun with your helmet.
You know what I think we should do? Take apart the tower out there and
27.
make long spears out of the tower.
27. Wow, with disadvantage. Holy crap.
Yeah, I got a
It's not used
16
for
and
anything else.
19.
It's a good idea.
You rack your brains, and you do remember that it was a German tribe, as Borinth suggested, and you think it was relatively nearby the border here. You don't remember exactly where, but you do think that it was relatively nearby the border with France and along the Rhine.
Maybe I read about that in Kaiser's annals.
I mean, throughout the history of the region, there's been, constant fighting and things left behind by soldiers, and people collect them and they use them and then they pass them on through family or through friends, and it seems to be what this place is. That people just take some of their belongings, maybe the belongings of those who have left us, and they leave them behind as tribute.
Somebody could have dug that out of the field while they were planting the vegetables.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something about this just feels significant. I can't tell you why, but I've read the name Tencteri. I don't know if it was in Kaisar or Strabo or what. I've read a few different. Unfortunately, the only books I had in Latin were very fragmentary and incomplete, so it was very frustrating.
I think it has a chatterbox curse on it. We should put it back on the wall. It makes you chatter.
I like this curse. Somewhere, and it was significant. I just don't remember where.
Yeah, or when.
Well,
or when.
What if?
Very helpful, Matthias. What? If you remember, please share.
If I do, I will.
I've got a different angle here. So we try to speak to the Roman spirits to convince them time has passed, it's elapsed, and there are no more Romans anymore. What if this is a very important tribe, right? What if we use this helmet, show them the age?
I don't
try to convince them.
think it's
something.
a very important. It's just a tribe. It's not.
But it would give
very
them.
important
It would
tribe.
give
I
them
like the idea of
perspective. You
showing
know.
them.
It might have been
If we can get them to talk, we tried to get them to talk.
We had
and
nothing.
They were not interested.
We had nothing to show them.
We showed Drusus.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck getting Drusus out here.
Well, he should be coming next.
Maybe.
According
Maybe
to
not.
you.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't like your negativity.
I
right
know,
now.
right?
Let's
I'm
be
feeling
honest.
pretty negative.
Very negative
Not
today.
gonna lie to you.
We stopped here
Feeling
because
pretty
of you.
negative right now.
This is not the Borinth
Sickest
I
we're just
remember.
talking about
I've
dying
just watched,
here,
I've
and
just
you
watched
wanted
my
us to
people.
come here.
I've just watched my people die, and I'm tired, and I watched you. You know, my compatriots fall, and
I'm gonna lift up. You see this gaping wound right now? This is gonna get infected.
I mean, I can make it bigger if you want.
You're having trouble right now.
You want me to clean it out?
Oh, the fire patched
I
most of
have
it up. I
a
feel.
thought going by what was just being said.
What is that, Matthias?
So, if I was able to read about something that had something to do with that tribe, the Tencteri, I don't remember the Usipati or whatever they were, but I remember the name Tencteri specifically. They were written about specifically in something that I read. That means that they were written about in a document that was important enough
To be recorded.
in some way that it was preserved.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they were important enough to be written about in a document that was recorded and passed down for posterity, perhaps, while they are not important in the grander scheme of history as we understand it today, they were important at the time. Therefore, evidence that something having to do with them has aged so considerably might actually hold some sway with our argument.
Thank you.
If that makes sense.
I feel.
So we remind Drusus that some famous German tribe killed their men, and now they're all dead haunting this place, and that we did it. Where's the gold? Where's the lost treasure of the Romans?
They believe that the Roman Empire never fell, which means that they still believe that the Roman Empire existed 800 years ago.
All well and good for a reasonable enemy, but they are not reasonable.
They don't. It doesn't matter to them. They just think that the Roman Empire still is in power, still exists.
Yeah,
so if the helmet's 1,000 years old, they're going to say, "Great, we've been around for more than 1,000 years. Good job. You have an old helmet."
Yeah, they won't be swayed, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's still.
I could hear fragments of
very
your
possible.
conversation from across the village. And while you were very persuasive, they didn't seem to. It didn't seem to hold much weight with them.
And Drusus knows
Didn't
what
present
you know.
them with anything specific, unfortunately.
Drusus will know the truth. Drusus is the one that's controlling them. So we don't have to convince Drusus that the Roman Empire has fallen.
Yeah.
I mean, Drusus is going to most likely know this already.
Perhaps, unless he's mad.
Yeah,
They're always
that's
mad.
always a possibility.
They're always so
Madness
angry.
tends to make one's understanding of time go somewhat stray. After all.
Can we ask what his plans are with
We
the
just
army of
have
the
a
undead?
drink and all get along.
If only it were so simple. I think that there would be quite a few things that haunt my dreams at night that would not be haunting my dreams at night if that were the
Let you
case.
control them.
Try that.
does not.
Try that next time. Put it on. You never know.
Yeah. Go for it.
Stop, you guys.
Why not?
You're getting me excited.
Just go out there. Just go out there wearing it.
You never know. I'm gonna pretend like I cast detect magic and be like,
Really?
it looks promising.
You put it on.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
I'm gonna take it out of your hands. Put it. I'm trying to focus really, really hard.
Maybe.
I'm waiting.
I mean, I actually do know how to read what the inscribed is, and it says.
Yeah, let me see that.
It says this works.
No.
It says this works if only you wear this. That's what it says. So it's magical only if you just wear the helmet. That's it.
I'm wearing this until I'll fall asleep with this. This is next time I am in battle. It's on my head. It's on my head.
Only the helmet, though.
That's okay.
Okay.
I don't need anything else. That'll
Okay.
slow me down. These
Yeah,
fists,
no.
they're like the wind.
Yeah.
You can't put
No, I
armor
know.
on the wind. You know.
Yeah.
You know. You get it.
Does anybody want to pick anything else off the walls to talk about, or can we finally sleep?
I'm going to sleep.
I just
But I am going to go grab the hammer that I recognized that I had as a child. I'm going to take that hammer and I'm just going to.
It's still where you put it back on the wall.
Just going to grab it.
Sure,
Just
the
going to sit
hammer's
down.
Mm-hmm.
No, this was mine. So I'm going to sit down with it. I'm just going to close my eyes and
How old's that hammer? 20 years old?
and let it go. Yeah. Just kind of let my mind drift and get some rest.
Sigismund is already.
Excuse me, I'm going
Just
to go
thinking again.
collapse in a corner and hopefully not bleed
Thinking
to
about my
death.
family and that's all.
Mattias passes out. He gets up from his chair. He makes it 2 feet, and he calls it a day. And he doesn't get any farther. Good stuff, guys.
They still smell.
The bard continues to play. Some of you, you remember the bar itself. There's like a loft area. There's no rooms off of it, but there's an elevated loft that goes around. But you can see people are passing out literally right on tables and everywhere else, for that matter.
Yeah.
And everybody falls asleep.
Yaha.
Some of you lean forward on the table and just fall asleep. Some of you lean back. Some of you collapse on the floor. Or you could go up into the loft and pass out. Whatever floats your boat.
Doing some hit dice.
Okay, and everybody, a short rest passes. Guys, you are watching the Carpathian Adventure, and the party is in the Wotan's Klaga, a tavern in the Badenweiler, and we will be back in a moment.
big on past that.
You're watching the Carpathian Adventure on 7-Sided Die, rejoining the party, calculating their short rest in the Wotenskraga. It's the following morning. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Should I keep the bigger one or the smaller one?
I mean, I would wait until we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll wait.
You know, I mean,
Usually we have a little bit of time when the snow builds to prepare ourselves.
yeah, I would wait, right? Because if if it's a week,
they said
you might get a long
few
rest.
days,
I don't know. I don't think it's going to
Very
happen,
true.
but
Very true.
Well, then we just wait around.
Okay. Mattias, how many hit points you at?
Well, since I didn't heal any, still 1.
And how many
Oh,
how many superiority dice do you have left?
You're just sticking with one over there?
I haven't used any of my superiority dice yet.
Okay, understood. Borinth, how many hit points you at?
I have 129.
What? And
His glorious D12s.
I wasn't down that much, as much as you guys.
How many rages you got left?
2 rages.
2, and you used one. You used one frenzy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and Mikolash, hit points
46.
46. You're doing good. And keys
6. That was all my hit die potion, so it's perspective.
There you go.
Doing good.
Ryan?
I do 46 in one hit.
Yeah.
I'm back up to 82, so I can get 2 hits before I go down.
Okay, and
Is that before or after
spells
they
you burn?
explode?
Spell slots, I'm down to 1 of each, first and second.
Simon.
Simon is at 70 hit points.
You're doing good.
My long rest allowed me to get back some spell slots. So I have 4 first, I have 1 second, I have 3 third, and 1 fourth.
Well, those 3/3 are pretty powerful.
That's the bread and butter.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so it is the following morning. The bard continued to play throughout the night, and are they bringing around more food? You have your more normal ablutions or whatever else you need to do. And what are you guys doing?
Kind of wander out to see what kind of damage and repairs have been made to the wall from the fire.
You wander outside and you look at the wall, and it's obvious that it was burned.
Yeah.
But you could see that a crew of people worked on it through the night. It seems pretty stout. They actually piled up some rocks underneath it on this side, and they've made it like it doesn't look like it did, but it's definitely a pretty good recovery, if you will.
I'm gonna chop down the tower. I'm gonna use the tower wood, the poles, to create long spears.
You want some help?
Yeah.
I'll help.
And get some villagers to help.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna, with my axe, I'm gonna chop it down. It's very symbolic. Push it over, chop it up, and make long spears out of it.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hold that thought.
Hold
that thought.
Right, so if they do try to climb the walls, or if they're on the outside of the walls, we can spear down at them. Or if they try to climb the walls, we can spear up and into them. I like that idea a lot. I think that was a good idea. As far as defenses, and we don't need this tower anymore. We are not sacrificing people anymore. We're not doing it.
Or if we are, say this battle doesn't work out,
It'll be
they're one less tower to do it.
Yeah, but they have to wear the helmet.
No, there can only be one.
There can only be one.
I reach for a sword. I don't have stick in here.
I only have an elixir of health, which is... Oh no, that doesn't even heal you. It cures any disease and removes some conditions. I can't be diseased. I don't even... Oh, nice. Nice, okay.
One of the ladies of the village, Deb, helps you cut them up.
Nice. Okay.
So you can position them, and some some of the towns, they're like, what do you want us to do with these giant staves?
Well, we're gonna use them in defense of your village here.
Okay.
If we get attacked and they attempt to cross over the walls, we can use the spears to hold them back. We can attack them at a distance, keep them at a distance from us.
This would be interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. Anything else? That takes you a better part of the morning. I mean, you're pretty darn strong, so you can hack through it, but turning it into useful staves and so forth takes you a little while. Some of the villagers come out and help you with it. Obviously, the snow is gone. It's a summer day. It's July. It's green. The woods are green.
I'm gonna take a walk too later in the afternoon. Just a little walk around the outside perimeter.
Okay.
A little perimeter check.
Yeah, just clear my mind. You know, maybe talk to Woden a little bit. Just get a feel for the land. Searching for memories, things like that.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'll just spend my time kind of being quiet somewhere and reading my tome, but not looking for anything in particular, just going back over stuff I've read before, just locking it in, and just waiting for the inevitable.
Ryan?
I suppose.
I'll probably be up on one of the towers, just waiting out, looking for any sort of storms, clouds coming.
Okay. Marius, what are you doing in the interim? The morning has come. They're offering up food. They appreciated. People are coming up and patting you guys on the back, so to speak, thanking you for your stalwart effort the previous evening.
Matthias is kind of wearily smiling and trying to say danke. But he's mostly just trying to just get a little more shut-eye because he still feels exhausted.
Okay, understood.
But right now he's sitting down at the little inner wall just behind the gate, lying with just trying to lean back against the wall itself and get a little more rest in the meantime.
Just don't stub your toe, you might fall down.
Maddie's banged up.
Okay.
He didn't heal him. Does he need healing potions?
I have.
Can I heal him?
I want to give this to someone, whoever wants it. An elixir of health.
What is it?
So it'll cure disease and remove some conditions. I cannot be diseased. So you notice I never get a cold. I never get a stomach bug. I'm always good, solid.
I've noticed that.
Never happens.
You know,
Not even a sniffle.
Well,
Not
that's all
nothing.
because you're always in the woods,
Right,
rolling
yeah.
in the dirt.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So I'm good. I don't need this. That's my point. Is that who would like to have this? And I just can give it to whoever.
I mean, I usually try not to get close enough to get those effects, but maybe I should take it because I might be able to give it to somebody else if they face a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marius, you're hanging out in the corner. Borinth, you're wandering the wood line edge. Mikolash, refresh my memory. Where are you? Kind of spending your day.
So I wanted to help with the tower cutting in the morning.
Okay.
But then to the afternoon, I kind of want to just walk around. I know how you explained the morale last night, but I want to see in the morning, specifically Sigismund. I don't want to really talk to him per se, but I just kind of want to walk around and see what people are looking like. If they look weary, if they look like they're prepared for this battle, nervous.
It's a mix.
Yeah.
Some are tired, some are scared, some are impressed that they're alive. Some are in tears. Others are drunken and they're drowning their sorrows in sauce.
Is Sigismund one of those?
Sigismund, you get the impression that Sigismund is a functioning alcoholic.
Okay. So he's prepared, essentially. Yeah. Okay.
And he's pretty much like ride or die till the end. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's ready.
The way he talks.
He's ready to go out.
Either or.
He's looking forward to it.
Give him one of those spears.
I mean, he's a Klingon. He's basically a Klingon. Just glory in battle. That's
like
all.
Lieutenant
That's
Dan.
all his life is.
He's like, bring it on.
Glory in battle.
Is that all you got?
We've taken him. He's had almost everything taken from him, and
He's still like, nope, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. All right. With that being the case, I'll take up a tower. I guess I don't know which side Borinth is patrolling, but I want to be up in the tower somewhere, just kind of looking out, seeing if I can see any clouds out in the distance, and that'll be what I'll spend my day doing, just kind of hanging out, sitting there.
Pick an area somewhere you are. I mean, it kind of continues to loop all the way around, but
I'll take
it's representative of the whole thing.
the far right. Yes.
Understood. I don't know where you are. Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. And the troops start going back to Balder. I keep calling him Borinth. Balder, you're up in one of the towers, you said?
yeah.
Where? That's not you. That's Borinth.
Nope.
No, that is Balder.
That was Balder.
I'm right here.
I'm
walking.
for some reason.
Well, we got to repaint him black.
Yeah.
I look different now.
We got to
Where
take
are
off
you
the
here,
hood,
sir?
Did you
By the gate.
replace that with a helmet.
No.
Oh, you didn't make the new mini yet?
And where are you, sir?
I'm just out.
You're
I'm out
wandering
wandering.
around.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'd say
cool.
I'm out there.
Okay, cool. Okay, understood. And Sigismund, hand me one of those staves.
He's just ready behind the gate
one.
to rock.
Sigismund.
He gets the short stick.
He's like, give me a big stave, you bastard.
We're gonna position them around.
It's kind of raised up here, if you will. He takes a dead tree and he raises it up to kind of like lance anything that comes through.
Put these on the other side.
One of his old geezer friends is there to help him out. They've got a small keg between them.
I hope they're terrified of pointy things.
Georgie's still up on the roof.
Mattias, where are you positioning yourself? Are you
Assassin's
still
Creed
staying
style.
in the...
Did Georgie get a knife?
These things, you figure these large
He's
ones are
always
going to
had a
take at
knife.
least 2 people. Actually,
How did I
most
not
of them are going
notice?
to take at least 2 people
Put that
to...
one down in that corner right where your hand is.
I've crafted him a golden sport.
I'm taking up a position
That's how he
on
pulls the eyes
the
out of
small inner wall just behind the
I didn't want
gate.
to know that.
The small
how he
inner
makes
wall.
potions.
Okay, understood.
This is why I hang out in the tower alone, away from all you guys. You tell
So
me
why
crazy stuff.
it's smart.
You've never seen Georgie assault a dead body and steal their eyeballs?
I don't think he
you're,
has.
You're missing out.
I don't think he has.
You're missing out.
Each one of these guys represents 2 guys who's with
pretty
these
graphic.
staves, if that makes
I believe
sense.
it.
Okay.
Based on that description.
Georgie is up here with. Okay, the day seems to pass. Most of it
Just sitting up there
pass.
petting Georgie.
Hey, Georgie. Remember that time we robbed that house?
Oh, God. We don't talk about those days anymore, Georgie.
What days?
He goes, remember the day we robbed that house? It worked out so well.
In Salzburg?
Oh yes.
Georgie, run out, distract everybody.
My favorite part of that is it's locked. I continue to turn it. Oh, is it?
Too funny. I don't know what. So, the day passes relatively speaking uneventful. You're hanging out on the walls. Borinth, you patrol / walk the exterior, if you will, wandering around it through the tree line. You know there's probably about 200 yards to the tree line itself. It's pretty far out. It's a beautiful summer day. Absolutely gorgeous. It's warm. It's comfortable. A little bit, some clouds move in, a little bit overcast, but overall, just absolutely a gorgeous day. You're enjoying, to the extent that the DM can say how you feel, it's just a very, very pleasant, and it reminds you the environment that the rolling hills, the pine trees of home.
Why did you ever leave this place, Bob? It was beautiful here.
I didn't really choose to leave. We were overrun, and I was young and sought some revenge. And some of the other men and myself, we went off after the armies as they passed through, and we thought we could raid on them, and we thought we could make them pay for all the damage they had done to us. I mean, something terrifying came through these lands and really laid waste to it, and we thought we deserved some revenge on them. And
Did you
young,
get it? Did you get it?
I got some, but it wasn't enough.
Revenge seldom is.
And it was never enough. I mean, you slay one soldier and moves on to the next and to the next, and until eventually we were all caught, and we were shipped off. We were beaten, and it's a blur, and that's how I ended up so far south, and ended up on a ship, and ended up being traded.
And yet all your steps have brought you right back here.
It's brought me right back here. That's why I feel like I belong here. That's why I feel like I need to be here now.
I feel our path brings me back to home eventually too.
I think it will. And I hope when that does happen that, the rest of us here can help you settle whatever score it is that you need to settle. Because I'm sure there is something.
There was no scores to be settled, but I do not know what I will be returning to. That is for sure.
I hope we can be here to join you when you do.
I think if we are to be successful in our desires to rid the world of Osmond, we will all be together.
I think so. And I'm proud to be together with all of you. And I appreciate all you've done here to help these people, to help my people. And we're giving them a fighting chance. And we're changing their mindset from a mindset of fear to a mindset of just being proud of who they are. They're a warrior people, and they deserve to die warrior people, and they deserve to live free as warrior people. That's how it's always been.
They also deserve to die quietly in their beds.
Agreed.
I'm sure we'll be victorious here today. Or tomorrow, or whenever the threat comes again.
I am too. I don't think I'll see failure here. I think if we fail here, I don't think I'll be alive to see it.
That may be the case, and to liberate a town and a people from an oppressive force is a noble way. Especially if they are your family and your people.
Yep.
Well,
so many armies have passed through here. As kids, we used to take helmets and set helmets up and armor up, and we would train and throw rocks at them and use sticks. And
it is a land at a crossroads.
Yeah.
A crossroads breeds much conflict.
Yeah.
But a land at a crossroads also embraces the ideals, the notions of many different peoples, and goes stronger for it.
I think sometimes they think because we lived such a simple life here that it made us less people, less of a type of person here.
Fools.
They felt the need to take control of that.
There's nothing wrong with a simple life.
It's my life. It's my life.
All life gives a reward to those that live it. And who is one to say what any life should be, or how one's life should be lived.
Right. I agree.
Well, I have more reading to do. I'll talk to you this evening in the tavern.
I'm gonna go for a stroll.
Try to keep your clothes on this time.
It's inevitable.
I know. That is why I do not come on the walks.
That's all I need is a nice cold stream.
You continue to wander along the perimeter. Simon, you head back into someplace wherever you desire. Borinth, you nod off briefly, and then in the distance, far in the distance, off to your left-hand side, you see something approaching.
I think he means Balder.
Oh, Balder. Did I say Borinth? God.
What do I see?
In 2 years, I'll get it.
We've got
It's only been 3 or 4.
This only started recently.
No, it's always happened.
Not in the beginning.
It's always been.
What do I see? Do I see clouds?
You see what looks like this just isolated snowstorm. It's late afternoon. It's still bright and sunny, and just with no cloud overhead of it. It's just off in the distance, probably 14 miles away, fairly large, and kind of heading your way.
All right. I'm going to head down to the center, and I'm just going to call the champions to the square, the town square. Champions of the sun, meet me in the square.
Do I count? I've only been with the group for a little bit. Do I
Of
get
course.
That's
You are a
moment.
champion of the sun.
We're having a moment right now. And
Would I
every
hear
time
it?
I just kind of shake my helmet and just like adjust it.
Oh, you put it on.
I've kept it on. Yeah, I kept it on.
Your
Yeah.
strategy in battle may not be good, but you are welcome as a member of the champions of the sun.
Would I hear him
I will take
calling
that as a
everyone?
You go
from
for
out
it.
and about?
You shout it fairly
Yeah.
loud.
Okay. I'll
Yes.
start making my way back to
Roar.
the village.
Okay.
And then
Like this,
I
I'm
will,
just like, oh man, I'll put my loincloth back on. So close.
He's just in the middle of taking it off.
Oh man. Why did I wait
Thaddeus,
so
do you
long?
go out and join them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll let everyone know about the approaching storm. I'll kind of point it out in the distance. It goes, what hopefully is the final battle is approaching. And if you guys wouldn't mind joining me in a song, the Heldfest song.
Ah.
I forgot what we I forgot what we sing it as. Like what was the song? What was it in the theme of? Oh, that's right.
Like that.
Okay. Here we go.
Where's
One
the?
and a two.
Is there an extra
Me,
copy?
me, me.
Do we have one?
Do you have one?
I
up
can
there?
read his.
Yeah.
I can read
We'll
his.
share.
Yeah.
Does Sigismund come out? How many can you do? How many people?
Good question. I'll look that up real fast. Hold on. It was there a limit?
I don't know.
6 people.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Sigismund will come out and join you.
Sigismund
comes out and
A
joins
mug,
you.
a mug will
What?
just appear out of nowhere, and I'll give it to him.
Oh,
Join us in a song.
Of course, I would be honored.
Oh, one.
We are brothers.
As
we drink ourselves
stupid,
tear our limbs
from our bodies, we shall sleep in Valhalla.
Or
But
now
now
time to
die,
Or
where they sleep.
Rewrite. Oh.
Yeah.
What does everybody get? I
Builder may be
forget.
right.
4d6 temp hit points.
So you roll those, right?
Ooh. Whoa, what?
And
You
we
can
get
all
this?
roll.
Oh, we-
4d6?
4d6.
Well, do we all
individually.
roll individually, or do you roll one die and then we all get the
It
same?
doesn't specify I roll. You can roll. Or do you want me to just roll? We'll do it.
I'm
We'll do it
rolling.
live.
I'm rolling.
We'll do it live. That's it.
What do you got?
You get 15.
15.
temp.
Sigismund could use it.
Temps. And what is it? It's advantage on your first save or something?
Extra d4.
A
On your
1d4.
first save.
1d4 on first save.
And immune to, not that it matters with these guys, immune to poison and stuff.
Immune to poison.
And that lasts for an hour?
Oh, actually, where's the d4?
Okay.
You get to add a 1d4 to your next 2 saving throws.
Two
Okay.
saving.
Nice.
That'll help.
So with a newly found strength, we wait for battle.
You wait for battle, and you don't have to wait long. You can see it, and then at some, you're up in the tower.
I'll cast Mage Armor before any of this gets done.
I assume you're gonna wait. How long is Mage Armor last?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, you're very good. You cast Mage Armor. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm gonna give Mattias 10 hit points. Just
You're
lay on
giving
hands.
Mattias 10. You should be up to a whopping 26 hit points, Mattias.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
You got the 10 that I just gave you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, understood.
I would drink your potion, Mattias. I mean,
The
just
big one?
reminding you about the potion.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, that's 4d10 plus what?
Well, it depends on which one you want to take.
I don't remember.
I
So
think it's
you either
4d10 plus
have
20.
10d4 plus 20, or you can take 2d4 plus 2.
Why not both?
I'll take the bigger one.
Okay, 10d4 plus 20.
What did that big potion cost us? Like $2,000 or
A
something?
gazillion.
$1 million.
$1 million gold.
10d4 plus 20.
Do you know how many men I had to kill for that?
Was not cheap. Was not cheap.
Listen, don't drop more than 10 than 5 times because I can't, you know.
You can't
I
smack
got
it
5
away.
lay on hand points. 5.
I can do a
Okay, so
little.
that's,
I can
that's
do a little bit
50
of lay
hit
on hands.
points
Can you?
total.
Yeah. If they touch my eyeball.
Yes, that's impossible.
Weird.
It's not technically possible. You had 26. 10d4.
No, 50 hit points total from the potion.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were at 50. I'd be like, it's not mathematically possible.
No.
You
So I
lost
added
hit points.
50 onto my total hit points, but the total gained from the potion was 50.
So
Understood.
76.
Okay, understood.
So you're at 76.
That's 6
Yes.
more than me.
That's not bad.
Okay. Understood. Okay. And at some point, or you're up on the wall, and where is everybody else hanging out?
Well, I guess we're in the square now.
Yeah,
I guess
we
it
all
depends
see
where
them
we
Off
go from
way,
there.
you saw them way off to the north, approaching from the north.
Okay.
And they seem to be moving in like they
we
move
wanna
and
go?
then they like kind of leap and then they kind of move and then they kind of leap.
Where do you want to meet them? Do you want to be outside the walls? Do you want to be in the square?
No, I never want to be outside the wall. So am I still
Yeah,
over
right.
back behind that
No,
house?
we
in the
want to be
corner?
inside the wall. Anyway.
Oh yes,
That's
sure.
that's what we're hoping
I'll
is
go.
our advantage. I mean,
I'll
it
go up
depends
on
if
this
they
time.
depends how many groups they come at this time. I'm gonna
Maybe
go
let's just
wherever
stay up
Balder
here.
sees them, and I'm gonna go with Balder and look out because I could see I should be able to
Yeah.
see the individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Your
if you want to
sight
come up to
Turn
the
this
tower,
range.
Your sight helps us.
I like over here.
Yeah, so I'll go wherever Balder spotted them. I don't. Oh, he's over
yeah, so
here.
you can come up in the tower and take a look at the storm,
I'll just
see what you see.
come up here so with him and look and see what I see.
Okay,
Do you see what I
They-
see?
from your perspective, you're a little bit lower.
Well,
Then-
I wanted to go up in the tower. but I
Okay, you
can't
go up in
possibly.
one of the
Yeah, you can
towers
squeeze.
and you squeeze next to him. It's like they're not big towers, but you look off into the distance and it's kind of hard to see because it's rolling terrain. It's not like clearly as if you were viewing it from above, but it's this mass of white that seems to come. It seems to be leaping, moving towards you and kind of leaping towards you. And then all of a sudden, probably a few miles away, it sort of divides itself into 3.
Nope. That doesn't look good.
Okay.
and one goes toward one side of the village, the other like continues to wrap around, and one comes toward, for want of a better word, the front. So one front goes generally toward the north, one goes generally to the south, and one comes generally from the east. And they stall for a moment, and then they slowly start moving forward.
But I don't see individuals yet. I don't see individual.
It's right now. It's way off in the distance.
Oh, okay.
It's just a cloud moving towards you. They're not like within a few feet.
Okay.
And then and the clouds are fairly large, if you will. So I mean, it's not like they're a 60-foot round cloud, if you will. It just sort of spreads out from it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
You can't see into the clouds, and the clouds continue to slowly close on the area, if you will. They continue to slowly close, and then clearly one is approaching from the east, one is approaching from the north, and one is approaching from the south. And are you guys generally staying where you are right now?
Yes.
Okay, all good. They get to about, let's just call it 200 yards away, and the cloud is really, really thick, and visibility is reduced in it, just as it has been. It continues. The cloud just rolls in on the city itself or the village itself and consumes it. Visibility reduces down to like 60 feet, and it just continues to roll inward, and it just envelops the whole village. The villagers come out. They're suddenly up on the walls, and they're grabbing the staves. There's at least 2 on each stave, getting them ready. They're looking up towards you as if they're looking for guidance. And are you shouting anything out? What are you doing?
Hold fast.
Mikolash
Steady.
adjusts his helmet at that point.
I'll go back down towards where Sigismund is, right down by the gate.
Okay.
Within, but yeah.
No archers. Oh.
Yes, I'm ready, as ever I will be. He's sitting in a chair at this point. He has one of his drinking drunk buddies with him who's ready to move his chair forward, and he's got he's got it like leaning over the back of the seat on top of a dead pine tree, and he's ready to like thrust it forward. He goes, I don't know about this stave, to be honest with you, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
What do you say to him?
Happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. Yes, indeed. Okay, and you guys, the cloud continues to roll forward, and it's at about 100 feet now. And it continues to move forward, and all of a sudden, you see some figures start to emerge. Everyone else sees the swirls.
Mikolash, are you going to talk to him with your helmet? How good you feeling about this?
I thought we were making fun of the idea last night.
No, I thought you really wanted to do this.
No, it's fine. I'm embarrassed now. I won't do it.
Try it.
We
were drinking. Might as well try it. Come on.
I will.
Is that about 60 for Mikolash?
You will turn back.
Putting my fingers to my head as the drums of war beat down. My temples throbbing. I will concentrate as hard as I can, sending a mental image of the words "turn back" through the helmet to all the forces out, quietly in my head, of course. And I'll hold for a moment. We'll see if anything happens.
I see Mikolash pass out and fall off the tower.
Did he get hit? I didn't see him get hit.
What happened?
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh god, no. With a D4, right?
Yeah.
This is the time to use it.
That's a 2.
Yeah. Well, it's your first save. Yeah.
It's a first save, so. Oh god.
Oh.
9 plus 4. I don't think I have anything on my wisdom save.
And what do we got?
17.
17. Wow. Okay. You
don't think you have anything on wisdom?
Huh?
He goes, I don't think I have anything on wisdom. It's one of his good stats.
Yeah, I forgot that. I honestly forgot that it transferred to my save. Sorry.
You suddenly seem to understand Latin, and you hear voices speaking and marching towards you. And you also feel slightly safer for some reason wearing the helmet. You have, at least for now, +1 on your armor class.
Well, he was wearing armor.
There you go. It doesn't count
He's
as
wearing
armor
armor.
against your monk abilities, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, absolutely.
Put those guys 60 out, if you would.
60?
120 out?
Yeah, 120.
60. There you go. They're heading straight for that entrance. Okay, and where are you, Borinth? You're way over there.
I'm right in the front gate.
Okay, and then
Firebolt
over
Oblivion.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one anyway.
About 60.
I'm gonna try one.
There, it's close enough. Okay, because Borinth can't see over there. It is initiative, gentlemen. Let's roll initiative.
19.
The bad guys have a 6. Is that correct? Yes, a 6. Somebody toss me back my die.
Opponents have a 6.
11.
9.
You, Simon has an 11.
13.
Hold on.
Write it on there if you wouldn't mind, just in case somebody new shows up the next session. We can figure it out.
I need water.
I
could give you this.
It's dry? It's not
Figure out
There's water behind you over there.
I got it. You said
too.
that.
Okay, so opponents had a 6.
Yep.
Matthias had a 9.
Yep.
Simon,
I had an 11.
11.
I think you had 13, right? I had 20.
Okay, Mikolash is a 20. Balder's a 19. And you had a.
And for the allies,
13.
allies have a 7.
It's a little damp.
Thank you. And allies have a 7, so they're gonna go right under Matthias. Boom, boom. Okay. Should be good to go.
Getting some of the moisture out. It was a little over damp. I'm sorry.
A little too much. Hey, look, I don't even have to change Mikolash's. Alright, so we should be good to go. We've got 19. You got a 13 board?
Yeah, 13.
11.
Simon had 11. Matthias had 8, I think he said? 9?
9.
9. Party allies had a 8.
7, I think it was.
7, and opponents had a 6, right?
Yeah.
Oi.
Oops.
Good for us.
Okay, Mikolash, you are up. What are you doing?
With my, do I feel any different with the helmet? With whatever
You
just
feel
happened?
a little bit safer, and for some reason, you just have words running around in your brain in Latin. You don't know why.
Words like a conversation happening in my head? Or their
Well, with
conversation?
yourself.
Yeah.
But you also hear these sounds from things marching out in the distance, and there seem to be commands being given in Latin.
What are they saying? What kind of commands?
They say, stay in line, continue forward, hold your own.
Your commands back.
Remember Rome. You fight for Rome. Show what man you are of Rome. Demonstrate your prowess. These are just barbarians.
Kneel down and
They will be molded and brought into the fold.
You can hear Drusus. I like it.
While I'm hearing all that, I'll...
And when the beast attacks, they will fold like flies.
I don't like that part.
That part I don't like.
What do I do with it?
I don't
All
like
right.
that part.
It's a good thing none of us heard it.
In the moment...
That's true. It's a very good thing I did not hear that.
Yeah. Well, in the moment, I'll say... This is so weird.
They have a Hulk.
Champions, this helmet, believe it or not, gives me strange powers. I've overheard they also mentioned a large beast that's yet to enter the fold. Consider that this is just a temporary advancing force, that there may be more. I want to say that.
Great.
And if I have the time, I'd like to also yell back at them in Latin, the group in front of me. Halt! Halt, spirits of Rome's past. Look on my helmet and notice the wear. You are fighting Germanic tribes in your minds, but the 10 study have fallen hundreds of years ago. I'm gonna try. Try the persuade thing once more.
Bring out the beast.
Yeah. Why waste your time? Bring out the main course, guys. Let's get to eating.
Do you really want to die?
Yeah. I really want to see someone huge die. We'll do it.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Tell these guys. Remember who you once were. You used to live here.
All right.
This is your helmet.
We used to drink together.
Is Usapeti
Your
in the
toys
house?
are on the
Is
wall
a
of the
Mr.
bar.
Usapeti in the house? Let's see what the negative modifier is on this one. You said charisma?
Persuasion, sir.
What does a strong 3 do?
Strong 3.
Yeah, it's not a regular old 3. It's a pretty powerful
It's a
one.
good effort.
Thank you. That's what a strong 3. For everyone watching at home, that's what a strong 3 does right there.
Use it to reroll. That's hilarious.
We just do a loop. Every round it gets back to Mikolash. Let me think how I can get him.
This siege will never end. Okay, that's Mikolash. Baldur, you are up. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him.
A firebolt! Fire away!
Why not? Why not? 16?
A 16. You see it explode off of something in the distance there.
It hits?
It didn't do any damage, but it clashed with some shields, if you will.
Alright.
Okay, anything else, Baldur?
That's it.
Borinth, you are up.
All right. Your men have fallen before you. Bring forward Drusus. Stop sacrificing yourselves for a lost cause.
You're back here. Do you go?
I'm right by
forward
the
to-
entrance. Oh, I meant to. Yeah, I'm right by the gate. Yeah,
Okay. Drusus is not here. He would not deign himself to deal with this. But you will have others to deal with.
What others?
Surrender. Provide us those who would come fight for Rome, and then we will depart. In the meantime, we continue to march.
We have already told your other fallen allies that Rome is long gone.
Rome is not gone.
Thousands
Enough
of
of
years
this.
gone.
Yeah, look at my helmet.
I'll just cast Abjure Enemy
rusty.
on the big guy.
Okay, understood. Abjure
So,
enemy. What does he have to do again?
Wisdom saving throw, 14.
Wisdom
Look at this
save
calendar.
of 14.
You know who made this? Julius Caesar. You
No,
remember
he
that guy?
fails miserably.
Okay, so he has a movement speed of 0. He's frightened of me.
0.
Nice.
Speed is reduced to 0.
Understood.
For 1 minute or until he takes any damage.
Understood.
Did you do that?
The big guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know that he's a big guy, but yes, indeed.
The big whirl.
Anything else, Borinth?
No, that's it.
Simon, you are up. You see the swirls in front of you moving toward you. That one guy is not facing backwards, by the way, but that's okay.
Oh, I thought he was
will,
doing like the Braveheart thing.
I'll see this swirl coming in over on the flank. And sigh and grab the guano and the pig.
Once again, rinse and repeat.
And a fireball.
Which way is it going?
Right here,
fireball.
right on top. Fireball, right on top.
Understood.
8d6. Yes, do the wizard thing. 26 points of fire damage.
26. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, anything else, Simon?
That's it.
Mattias, you are up. What are you doing? You are on,
He's right in dead center.
You are in the dead
behind
center
that
of the wall. You see, you probably don't see them yet. They're probably slightly out of your vision, but you see Borinth in front of you, about 15 feet in front of you, yelling at something in the distance. There's nothing where you can see it yet. You're behind the walls. You're about 15 feet behind the main gate. Right here, if it matters. In front of you, there's a gate. On either side is a tower, and the one to the left is Balder, and the one to the right is a villager. In the gate entranceway is Sigismund with a villager, and they have one of the large staves from the tower. Borinth is in there as well, and he's shouting to something in the distance. Balder shot something off into the distance beyond your view.
He's asleep.
You with us?
He's asleep.
Right.
Ryder!
He's moving.
I don't think he's awake. I think he's asleep.
He was just awake.
He lost it.
Oh, he's out.
He's out.
For real.
Ryder's out.
Like for real. He was just
Amazing.
talking. He was just talking to us.
He was just talking.
Mattias. Mattias joins the Romans.
Oh my goodness.
A spell overcomes him, and you see him just slowly go into a trance.
I honestly thought that he was just picturing the battle.
He slowly goes.
He's back.
He scratches his head for a moment.
Reiner, it's you. It's you, Reiner.
What's going on?
Awake, Mattias, awake.
You were cursed.
I'm sorry, I'm drowsy for some reason.
Okay. You were under a temporary trance from the Romans. What are you doing? Anything? They're approaching.
Oh, Mattias gets up and quickly moves towards the walls.
Okay, understood. You're up on the walls.
On the walls or
On the walls.
okay.
You see 8 or 6 swirls in the distance. Okay, that's Mattias.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. The party allies, they all brace themselves. The opponents, they move forward. Just push them forward. 60, 60. This one comes forward.
They're all at the walls. Oh, what?
They're at the walls, but not.
Are these guys going to the open gate, or are they going to the walls?
wall.
It's all 10, 20, 30, 40,
Just not the big guy. He stays.
60.
He stays there.
They have
Oh, he
no
stays.
penalty for climbing the walls?
Yeah, he's scared.
Oh, right.
They just fly over the walls? Ooh.
Oh,
What the shit?
There's the big one.
do it for the minute.
Borinth, you see this thing, and he
goodness.
comes and he swings at the roof of this building, and the roof just goes flying off.
Is it just
Inside
kind of like
there
come out
are
of the sky?
screams. You don't get to everyone else except Borinth. It's this massive swirl that has come forward. Those guys use their full movement, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they're doing. They look like they're starting to get ready to try and climb the wall. They're all kind of piling up on each other at that point. Everybody having a good time?
Not now.
Yeah, that's I was.
I don't know why I suddenly feel so drowsy, and I don't know how I managed to fall asleep.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it timed out well with what was going on.
Yeah,
The Romans, started to take possession of you.
I don't like that at all. Not at all.
Everybody having a good time now?
Oh yeah.
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 That thing's cool.
That thing's really cool.
But not on our side. It's very big and imposing.
You might be able to talk to it. You could control it.
Yeah. You can ride it like
that
control it.
Reiner, what was your highlight,
You're
sir?
just on it.
Boba Fett riding the thing.
I enjoyed the opportunity that we had to just talk in between the battles, because I'm glad that I was able to break through the barrier imposed by my virtual presence, because that's something that I've been had trouble with in the past, so I'm glad that I was able to engage a little more with people.
I think it worked out very well when you were. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I get that you're tired. I'm sorry that happened. If I had a buzzer here,
that's,
buzz you.
I don't know why I'm suddenly...
I hope it's not because we're boring, but all good.
No, it wasn't.
We weren't sure if you were thinking or
Frozen
or something else. I was like, well, that's a first. And then
I was like, he was just speaking.
He was just talking.
That was amazing.
1,500 experience points, sir. Brian, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time.
What was your highlight?
You know, the little chat with Borinth and Zyman, I think that was really good. I enjoyed that. It's always good to kind of drop a little of your history, your backstory that maybe other people don't know about. So I thought that was cool. It was good.
Awesome. 1,500 experience points. Chris, did you have a good time?
Yes.
What was your highlight?
I really liked everything to do story-wise and RP-wise with the helmet. It sounds kind of silly, but I really like the idea of finding little things in the story, and then it means something. So that was really cool. I like put it on, it didn't work, and then the wisdom save happens. But just in general, I liked having a little fun with it, where guys are kind of teasing me, like, you might have powers, try it on, blah, blah, focusing my head, and then then the words start coming in land. I just think it's fun. I like that kind of thing.
I thought it was creative, and that's why I said, let me go with it. Yeah. It's all good. I thought it was very, very
Everything
creative.
we've learned in the past points towards give it a shot.
I think that's cool. I think that's cool. There's all these relics on the side of the walls, and I figured maybe something would happen. So I think that was great that we made it. That's my highlight.
Very cool. 3,500 experience points.
Oh, wow.
Is there a ding in there?
That is a ding.
A ding! Ding, 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 ding. Ah, ooh, yes.
Wait a minute. He did it again. Now I think he's doing it on
What is
purpose.
that, 8? Is that 8?
9. Yeah.
Huzzah! Awesome. You know how to roll hit die and send me anything changes. Awesome. Ryan, did you have a good time?
Of course.
What was your highlight?
That thing.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it's awesome looking. But no, I did like the whole back and forth with trying to figure out the helmet and just teasing him about possibly being able to use it for something. Thought it was just funny. Something that he would do in light of the situation, just tease people, but that's it.
Very, very cool. 1,500 experience points.
Are you
sir.
saying, when you say tease, are you saying I don't have powers from the helmet? Because I feel powerful and safe and smart.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't
I think those are
believe you.
powers.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't believe you.
I called out the beast thing. That happened, you know.
Oh, it's on our side.
Yeah, I called it down.
I called it
It,
down.
it
He
took
can
the
control
house.
it.
Yeah, it took the house out
That's a
because I asked
tavern.
it to.
Where are we going to drink tonight?
Yeah.
In Valhalla.
He didn't hit our
Not
tavern.
in this
did he?
town.
Yes, he did.
This town will
He
be
hit the
gone.
tavern.
He ripped the roof off the tavern.
This town will be gone.
I would say I really enjoyed the back and forth between Zyman and Borinth.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like that a lot. And we've been getting into it more and more as time goes on. I also really enjoyed the mechanics at the beginning of the game. We were all stifled up on that side of the town. There was very little room to move or maneuver to get to play, especially after the fire was set. There was very limited avenues to get places, and that actually helps make things a little more interesting.
That wasn't intended, but I like the way it creatively worked out, the way the environment came into play.
It
wasn't
played
just
a
like
major effect in how things were going.
Open
Yeah.
battlefield.
Yeah, without
So
a doubt.
I did like that.
Yeah,
So
I like that a lot.
1,500 experience points, sir. Guys, I had a great time. Wickedly good time, as I always do. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bear with me. I think I have a few moments to do some diatribe. Thank you for watching Seven-Sided Dice Carpathian Adventure. Again, we would like to thank Siren Escape for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrinscape.com. Thank you, artists Yenu and Silky Noir, for the terrific character art. Please patronize them by the @Yenu Draws on Instagram, @Yenu on Tumblr and Twitter, and patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt. Please comment in the Twitch chat room, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. while we do this strictly for fun, please let us know how we might improve the stream. I always feel like I'm losing my voice at the end of the night. Lastly, please follow us on Twitch and on Instagram. Please like on Facebook and on YouTube. And please subscribe on YouTube. 368, that's awesome. Look forward to 400. As we leave you, please indulge my periodic diatribe. I'm going to need the player's assistance here in a moment. I'm going to demonstrate a premise, and I think we were talking about it at the beginning of the game. In a moment, I'm going to ask everyone at the table to simultaneously and quickly describe your combat actions as if it is your turn. Don't worry about the order. Just start shouting out exact. So think about it for right now. Think about what you would do on your turn, and you're just going to shout it out. It will all be simultaneous. So when I do, please talk over one another. Okay? Okay? It's to demonstrate a premise. For now, just think of what your actions will be. When I say go, everyone start describing and talking about your actions and rolling your dice simultaneously. I want chaos is what I want. Okay. It is my initiative for the moment. So I am going to continue for now, if my teleprompter will continue. Okay. Dungeons and Dragons combat is a swirling melee. Ideally, players and opponents would be taking their turns simultaneously. Better yet, there wouldn't even be turns, much like a first-person multiplayer online real-time game. Combat would be seamless. I get to play some of those with Ryder, Borderlands, Destiny, Halo, what have you. It's utter chaos. If you've ever played one of those fast-paced online games, you know that some can be literally exhausting. Constant chaos, little time to react, forgetting your own abilities, continuously toggle mashing, etc., etc. At the end of a long bout, someone literally needs a short rest to continue playing. The associated challenge with tabletop role-playing games is creating a process that, and I hesitate to use this word, simulates that scenario. Permits everyone to perform their actions, allows the DM to adjudicate the outcome, and does all of this without anyone talking over someone else. Yes, I know, D&D is not a simulation, but bear with me. Imagine a dinner party where everyone is talking. Some are talking over others, some are interrupting others, and still others cannot get a word in edgewise. Is everyone having fun? As it's a different type of shared activity, perhaps, but it is certainly not a cooperative endeavor, let alone a game. Initiative is a mechanic of the game. It is necessary to control the mechanical flow of the game. Without initiative, there might well be chaos. I don't know how this is going to go, so I'm going to give it a whirl. Let's try our simultaneous combat round. Everyone ready? Everyone go!
I'm going for
I'm
waves!
gonna hit that
green
piece with
flame,
two
and
hits, and I'm gonna do a stunning strike right
a
out.
hammer.
My first attack.
With a 19 to hit.
Reiner,
attack
your mic is muted. Okay. I think you got the general
Everybody
idea.
gets 26 fire damage.
We all burned up. Okay, now everyone stop. That was an exaggeration for the purposes of illustration, but I think you got the idea. Though the results of actions in D&D are adjudicated at the same time of their occurrence, it doesn't have to be that way. Some game systems use an initiative equivalent to control the flow of the game, but assume the effects all take effect at the end of a given round. Other systems use a notionally shorter combat round and thus restrict players to fewer actions and sometimes only one action. The intent of both is an effort to better represent simultaneous combat. There are, of course, other variations on those themes. The different systems can be fun, but they can also slow the game down exponentially. With all of that, know that the game designers readily acknowledge that Dungeons & Dragons is not a combat simulator. While it has tactical simulation in its roots, the actions of individuals cannot necessarily be broken down neatly in Dungeons & Dragons in a 6-second round. As such, the rounds do not necessarily neatly fit into reality. While they are not sacrosanct, the rules provide a structure that helps everyone decide what they're going to do on their turn. The rules provide structure so that the game does not break down into a situation where the loudest is the only one heard. After all, Dungeons & Dragons is a cooperative social game. It is cooperative in that everyone cooperates for each other's fun, not necessarily for the character's fun, but for the player's fun. In an effort to ensure everyone has fun, everyone must get their turn. An initiative is merely a mechanic to decide who goes first, or who gets to talk at a given moment. My initiative is over, so I will stop my diatribe now. Always remember, in the Carpathian adventure, the journey is the destination, and we will continue the journey in 2 weeks. So for now, thank you for watching. Roll a 7-sided die, and have a good night.
Huzzah!